Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Trey, and we're on First Formation Morning Sports Talk. Hey, Bishop is running a little late. Of course, y'all know the deal 4856. We're coming and falling officially, so we could go ahead and get this day started. So what's good with y'all? What's good with y'all? Come on in, come on in. We got plenty to discuss. Uh more shade being thrown here and there. I guess the petty season is in full effect, if that's what you want to call it. So come on, come on, come on. Let's get this day started. It's weekend eve, and I'm ready for it here for it. Come on, fall in with us so we can get it together. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get started. It's a beautiful morning. Plenty going on. Want to hear who caught the game last night? What y'all thought about it? Anything y'all think can change? Is there anything glaring? What's glaring? Uh, hey, I'm ready for it. I'm well and ready to go because I caught the game, a little bit of the game here and there as I came in from work last night. Some interesting things I seen. See if anyone else seen them as well. As we reach the 2 minute mark and get ready to get started. Um, so like I said last night, of course, in NBA, it was a couple of things in reference that came out for the most part. One thing which I didn't know initially was the NBA fines the Dallas Mavericks for a second time. Now, the second time, of course, was a surprise. Even more so, a surprise was the first time, which happened to be in Game Two of this series versus the Phoenix Suns. So, of course, for on Game Two, and in Game Seven, they were fined for bench decorum, as they stated. The NBA stated that the Mavericks bench performed um, had violations in reference to their bench leaving from their bench area, coming onto the floor. Um, in which they was fined 25,000 for the bench for the Game Two infraction, and a fine additionally. Um, 50,000 for the Game Seven, in which, of course, Jason Kidd, looking to stand up for his team, basically stating it and talked about how this should have been a situation to where the the players are chilling, the millionaires are chilling, cheering on and celebrating other millionaires as their team, as that's their culture and that's how they basically do things. In that with that going on, he said that he didn't understand. He was willing to take the $25,000, but what came differently, he wondered, like, where did the fine come from for the 50,000? He did not understand it. I didn't necessarily. Well, of course, I know that it per the last CBA that the NBA did go into where they did look at. It was proved that they could assess fines for things of that nature, but Jason Kidd just didn't understand what exactly happened and where did it happen at for him to for them to be fined $75,000 for what presumably is a team celebrating, whether it was the coaching staff or the players that basically came off the bench or came away from the bench at some point during the game. But the fines were assessed, and the organization is 75,000 pounds lighter. Bishop, what's good, my good friend, brother? How you going on? What's going on with
What's
you this
going
morning?
on, man? How
Nothing
you
much,
doing,
nothing
man?
much. Oh, I'm good. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good.
Are you? I'm just making sure. I'm gonna check on all you Dallas fans. I want to make sure y'all all right, man.
So one, I'm not a Dallas fan. I did state that Golden State was going to win, and I do have Golden State winning the series. So it's not it's not like They played. It's not like the 49ers playing
No,
the
but you were
Rams.
saying,
And
hold on, no, because yesterday we was talking, and I could have swore you said,
I was go to
excuse me,
Boston, where was where we go separate. I said we go separate when it comes to Boston
we didn't talk
and
about
Miami. But
Boston yesterday. We talked.
I've always
No,
been go to
I could
say
have
I've
swore
always
you
been
picked
king.
Dallas
I've
yesterday for
always
last
no.
night's game.
No, not at all. I said Golden. I said
What?
Golden State. I'm going with Golden State. I've never said Dallas. I said Luca could be a problem, but I said Golden State. I have Golden State winning it, but I said Luca's going to be a problem. I never, at no point, at any point in fashion, did I say
Which Luca was
Dallas is
not a
going to win.
problem. Which
So,
Luca was not a problem.
but no, we're not going to say that. I don't think we could say
We're
that
not
yet.
going to
So,
say that.
no, he still had.
Stop.
So when I look
Stop
at,
it,
so when
bro.
I looked at the
Stop
game,
it.
when I caught, what's good, Mike D? What's going on, man?
What's going on, Mike? Stop it, bro.
So
He was a problem last night.
he wasn't
Be
a
honest.
problem. So this is what see early morning. I know you got your monster. I know you got your mustard or something like that. You already drinking Kool-Aid already early this morning. Leave that
No,
alone, bro.
no.
Was it
My
red?
question
It's
was he
purple.
a
Wait,
problem?
purple Kool-Aid. Purple Kool-Aid this morning.
Was he a problem last night?
So
That's my
so
question. Was
this
he
is
a
what.
problem last night?
So I knew I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. So this is what when you look at it, you know, what I'm saying. In fact, let's get to that recap first and take care of that and get that so I can get my point across to
Thank
why
you.
everyone is getting caught up. So see, my D might sit up and think that I don't sit up and think for a second that they're going. It's too much. Golden State got too much. But in any case, last night, as we know, the first game of the Western Conference
Mhm.
Finals, Dallas Mavericks and the Golden State Warriors, where Golden State was victorious with a 25-point dub, 112-87. The Mavericks was led by Luka Doncic, 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists.
How many
14
points?
points, 20 points, 2-0.
Oh, okay. 2-0. Okay.
Uh,
Keep going. I'm sorry.
14 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists from Jalen Brunson. 17 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists from Spencer Dinwiddie. 12 points from Reggie Bullock. 5 from Dorian Smith. 7 points from Trey Burke, and it kind of like tailored off after there. Of course, the Warriors additionally was 21 points from Steph Curry, 12 points, 4 rebounds, same numbers almost as Luka. 10
But he
points,
did have a double, I believe.
10 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist from Otto Porter as he returns from his injury. 3 points from Damian Lee, 19 points from Andrew Wiggins, 10 points from Draymond Green, Looney with 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and Klay Thompson with 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. So, in looking at this, what I see, you know what I'm saying, and anyone that's listening and tuning in, please, you know what I'm saying, feel free to comment and let us know what you think. So what I see is clearly it was a difference. Otto Porter was a different maker, contributed 10 points, maybe because those 10 points could have been distributed amongst any of the other players as they have been being done already. So that was one of the first things I seen, as opposed to what we look at in the Mavericks. Just like we said, when you said it yesterday, Stephon Curry has not had a Steph playoff Curry moment yet. So
That
again,
part.
yeah. So again, what we're doing is we're used to Luka putting up 30 points plus. Luka averages 30 plus points a game in the playoffs because he's the number one. He surpassed Michael Jordan and all of them when it comes to playoff averages. At a certain point, whatever the category is, but Luka is averaging over 30. Was averaging over 30 playoffs.
Keyword
So
was.
what?
Y'all heard
So
that?
that's one thing. So
That's the
what?
key word
Was,
was
yeah, he
until last
was. He
night.
scored 20
Until
points
last
last
night.
night. He came until last night. So it definitely is
So
dropped,
was
but
he
it's
a
still high
problem, Trey?
27.
Was
So
that
what
a
I'm
so
saying
was
is,
he a problem though,
none
Trey?
of none of the
You see
none of
how
the
y'all
Mavericks,
see how
none
Trey
of the Mavericks
he
was a problem
ain't
last night.
answered the question yet.
So
Was
this is
he a
I can't
problem?
I don't think we can say if he was or wasn't
What?
because
What do you mean you don't think he can say
so
whether
this
he
is why
was
we
or
can't. He
wasn't?
still scored. He still scored 20 and 7. Like that's
He
not
was
that's.
15 points short of his average.
But that doesn't mean he wasn't a problem. So
He
what happened?
wasn't.
This is what I think.
He
Honestly, this is
wasn't.
what I think. Although I have Golden State taking it all, this is what I honestly think. I believe that it wasn't necessarily what the Warriors done last night. It was one of the cases in what Dallas didn't do. The
They couldn't
Dallas
hit
Mavericks
nothing. This is
didn't
the thing. So this is the thing, Trey.
execute. They didn't hit
They
shots. They didn't
they
hit
couldn't hit
shots.
shots. They couldn't hit shots. They
Yeah.
facts. They couldn't hit shots because they had wide open jumpers and they was missing.
Mm-hmm.
The only person that was knocking down shots was for them was what's his name? What's that dude name? Hold on. I'm gonna tell you. God, I just had it.
Bullock.
No, not Bullock. Because he only had 12, but it was
Yeah.
Brunson. Brunson was the only
Jalen
one.
Brunson,
Yeah, Brunson was the only one knocking down shots for him, but he was missing threes too.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with that is,
good morning, Sarah. Good morning.
Good morning, Sarah. How you doing? The problem with that is, not only, yeah. Get on here. Yeah. There you go. There go Rick. Appreciate you, Rick. Yeah, jump on here, Rick. The problem with that is, not only was the Mavs not hitting shot, neither was the Warriors. And that's an issue. If the Warriors are missing shots too, and still was up by 30, and they missing shots.
That's what I'll say.
Steph hit a few. Steph hit a few threes, but not like he normally does. Neither did Clay, neither did Poole. So if those three start knocking them down, they could have blew them boys out by 40 or more. Easy.
Possibly. But that's what I'm saying. It was
possibly
the Mavericks were the Warriors were a lot more efficient from the field than the Maverick was last
night. They was 53% to Dallas's 35.
Yeah, so basically that's what I'm saying is that was the difference, because you gotta look like the for the most part, outside of a couple of bench players, the scoring was almost similar. I mean, it was like Luka put up 20. That's an issue for Dallas because they're used to a bunch of
that's
points
what I'm saying.
from Luka.
That's my point.
So yeah. But I'm saying that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is Luka didn't go off like he has in other series, even though he has had a couple of games in other series where he didn't really do too much, and of course it showed. So I mean, it's early in the series though, but I still think that he's
game
going to be. Yeah. So I still think it's going to be.
But I'm gonna tell you like this:
they're going to have to adjust. Go ahead.
If they win game 2, it's about to be trouble.
So I don't foresee them winning game 2 simply because the Warriors is one. I think the only team in the playoffs currently that is still undefeated at home. They haven't lost at home, so I don't foresee them losing game 2. They're going if Dallas is to do anything, they got to do it back home.
But not only that, let's put this into play too.
Matter of fact, where's Coach Cal at? Coach Concliffe. He told us before they went.
This is the thing.
Yes, sir.
The last time they lost was in 2016. That game 1. That game 1 that they lost was in 2016. They're 19-1 under Steve Kerr when they win game 1.
So they've won. They basically won a bunch of games. They haven't lost a home opener.
Thank you. Since 2016. Bruh. It's trouble.
Yeah, they're not, like they said, they're the Oracle. Oh well, they don't play at the Oracle anymore. They are a problem at home. Anyway, no matter what anyone's shooting, even with them shooting 55% from the field, they don't lose at home. And
just saying
that's the biggest issue.
We still haven't seen Clef. I'm putting Clay and Steph together. Clef. I'm putting Clay and Steph together. Clef. But anyway, we still haven't seen Clay nor Steph go to their playoff gameplay. Steph is still.
We saw
and I was worried last night because Steph was missing some mad shots last night, and I was like, ugh. Steph is missing mad shots. I was like, oh my God, what this? I was like, oh, Steph, if you not knocking these shots down, it's not gonna be good for you. Because if Luka ever find his shot, it's gonna be problems. But like I said, where is he at? Rick, where you at, Ricochet? I told you, Wiggins and Green was gonna be.
Oh yeah.
And sure enough, they were problems.
He came out hot.
Yep, they was problem for him. They were problems. Even though Wiggins scratched him on the face, they were problems. He let him know, hey, I'm here. He put that scratch. That's his mark. That's his mark. Let him know, hey, that's his mark. I'm here.
Take that with you.
But it's
So
gonna be good. It's gonna be
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. It still remains to be seen. Like you said, they're like just like we haven't seen the Steph or where you go off. We kind of seen Clay because Clay game 6 of
He dropped
last
30 the
series.
other night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So we kind of seen Clay, but we haven't seen, like you said, in Steph, or we haven't seen them do it both. Saying go
At
back
one
and forth
time. Yeah.
in the same game or anything like that. So
Yeah.
it still remains to be seen. But for now, like we said, I
You
don't
need to
expect
be. You
I
need to
don't
be.
expect Green Bay. Out of correction, Green Bay. I don't expect Golden State to lose game 2 at home because they haven't lost a game at home yet in the playoffs. And then, additionally, which is a problem when you look at it because all they need is 4, and they got at minimum um, 4 more to be played at home. I mean, 2 more, 3 more to be played at home. So it might be over series for Dallas before it even really gets started. And but additionally, also we haven't seen Luca go back and get in his bag back at when they go back to Dallas, or
Okay.
he might be the first to eliminate to give him a home loss in at home in San Francisco. So I mean, it would be SBC, but definitely it was a bad night for both teams, particularly Dallas, and you can tell when you look at the scoring that it just wasn't there in for the whole team. Kleber only 3 points, like Dorian Smith 5 points, even though that's kind of his thing. Dwight Powell, like we all know, the Mavericks' big three is Dinwiddie, Luca, and Brunson, which is a 3 guard set. Like it's not gonna get done. You can't. There's no way to sustain that against a team as deep as the Mavericks. So it might be a sweep at the end of the day. And Ricochet, you better take a look at, man. Wiggins he's gonna be one of the problems.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, Ricochet, you saying all this, but I'm telling you right now, Wiggins is gonna lock down Luca,
Yeah,
man.
if not,
Whether you
if
know it or
Wiggins
not.
ain't, if it's not Wiggins, it's going to be Porter. Like they're too deep. Poole, like they're too deep to where they're not going to be. Someone's not going to get out. We expect Clay, Draymond, and Steph to do their thing, but those other players, Poole, Wiggins, Iguodala if he gets in, or if he decide to run with him if they need him for certain things. Um, Porter, like it's they got enough to go around, and we got to think Wiseman. He said not you too. Wiseman's still on the bench. Like they got
Bruh, bruh. I don't know why Ricochet don't believe in it, man. Ricochet, I know you out there in Dallas and all that, and hoorah Dallas, but bruh, it's
he
young.
drinking
You need to face the inevitable.
he drinking that sour green apple. That's
Hmm.
what Kool-Aid down over there in Dallas. That's what's going on with him. But as I was talking about, let's talk about this Ricochet since you on Bishop's on now. I was talking about it
Hmm.
before y'all basically got on. The Mavericks fined 75,000 total when it comes to the series. I didn't know it was in the series, the Phoenix series, in which they was fined the $75,000. They got fined for game 2 and game 7 as they was defined. They was fined
For
for
what?
bench decorum.
For what?
Bench decorum. So
What is that?
so basically they got fined because supposedly their players or staff left the bench area at some point during the game in which they shouldn't have. So basically what happens is they came away from the bench a little too far, whether it was a fricassee or whether it was celebrate. Coach Kids basically stated that the NBA is finding these players. He's like, you barely see millionaires celebrate other millionaires. He's like, and that's what sports provide for you, the celebration of millionaires celebrating one another. But first thing that comes to my mind is I'm very sure there's a lot of salary base salary players that's on there. Everyone on that squad ain't a millionaire, I'm sure. But
Right.
in any case, he said it. He's like, millionaires celebrate other millionaires in this case, and they got fined for it. So they got fined 25,000 for the game 2 in which it happened, and then they
Against
got against
against
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Yeah, and then they got fined. For Game 7, they got fined $50,000 for it happening, and I don't know. Maybe it
Hmm.
was a situation where I don't know if
What
you see
happened
where
where the bench cleared?
Boban. Yeah, that's what probably was when Boban and so Boban got upset because when he was trying to dribble out the ball or hold the ball.
Hmm.
Theo Pinson. Theo Pinson was I think was one of them. I think he was but basically in game 7 he got the ball and he was trying to what's good, Key? What's good? Good
What
morning,
up,
good
Key?
morning.
What up, Key?
He was trying to hold he was holding the ball and was putting it down. So what I'm saying, trying to dribble out the clock. The game was over.
Hmm.
So what Boban got upset because Holiday came up and picked the ball from behind, went up and when they got the dunk to score. And he's like, so Boban was like, he felt like he got showed up because it wasn't like he was trying to continue to play. He was trying to, give him grace and let the clock run out. And
Mm.
the Holiday took it as his point to go ahead and steal the ball and go get a point in the garbage or a garbage point. And of course, Boban got saying the unspoken rules and stuff like that in which it felt like he
Hmm.
was disrespected from in doing that because it wasn't like the teams were still playing. So why is he still playing? And so that's what the bench is clear
So,
because Boban was trying to get at him.
oh, I feel like I don't know.
I I I,
That's
I never.
hard.
It's so no, so it's to me it's not hard because I feel like the game is not over. That's almost like protect yourself
Well,
at
no,
all
and that's why I
times.
say it's hard because I feel like
Yeah,
I'm with you. The game is not over. You play until the clock until the time expires. So why are you mad because he continued to play?
those unspoken rules, those unsung rules. Like I'm like you said, the game ain't over. I might need at that point to sit up and activate where I could be. Yes, now I'm a millionaire because I just got a bonus because I got a steal in the playoff game. Like I need that could have been. I forgot it was enough time for him to get the steal and go down and score, Key. So it had to be. It was the waning seconds. I'm not going to hold you. It was like the last seconds within 17 seconds of left in the game. But you never know what that saying what he was looking at. That could have been an
Mhm.
incentive for an incentive laden contract where if he gets one steal in the playoffs, he gets 25,000. So
Right.
I'm taking
Right.
the ball too. You better rest assured
Yeah. If it's
guard your
especially if it's money
yeah
involved.
guard your
Yeah.
women, guard your kids, guard your
And
wife,
don't
guard
and
your
mind you,
kids.
those are still stats for that individual.
Yeah.
That's a steal that's going in the books. That's a point that's points going in the books. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
That's still stats going in the books.
So they was upset about that, and so that's how the bench is cleared in that case. So,
Mm.
but in any case,
Yeah.
yesterday the NBA's All Rookie team was announced. Um,
Mm.
where let me see, we'll pull it up. Yeah, the NBA's All Rookie team was announced. Um, of course, there was three uh, first teamers that was unanimous all rookie 2021 all rookie NBA first team all getting 100 votes. So it was two votings. It was even the first place or second place.
Mhm.
First place 2 points for each vote received, and then second place was 1 point vote. Toronto Scotty Barnes, Kay Cunningham from Detroit, and of course even Mobley from Cleveland all received 100 points first place votes.
Mhm.
And then the first team was finished by Franz Wagner and Jalen Green from Houston and Orlando. Second team was composed of Herbert Johnson from New Orleans, Josh Giddey from Oklahoma City, Bones Highland from Denver, Chris Duarte from Indiana, and Ayala Dansuma from Chicago as they finished up for the second team, rookie second team. So three unanimous first teamers. Of course, we know one of them, Scotty Barnes. He won the NBA's Rookie of the Year. Evan Mobley, who lost by I think 18 points or something like that, was the runner up. So of course, you expected them to be on the first team. Um, Cade Cunningham, the number one pick in the year. Very sure he was expected to be on the first team. So a shout out to them fellas as they get those accolades. I'm very sure the NBA's all NBA teams for the will be coming out soon, as well as the defensive
Right.
teams, in which we'll be able to talk about those as well. Wouldn't it be interesting if Chris Paul is on the first or second team all defensive? See, look at see Ricochet. Really, I agree, but I ain't running the score up. It wasn't running the score. Oh, you know what? I'm running the score up too. They ain't no.
That part.
I'm yeah. A score is a score. It'll make a difference if I'm losing or I'm winning.
That part.
I'm running the score up. If the coach is like now, like I said, if I got to if it's money involved in contract, you best rest the show. If you don't want me to do it, coach, don't put me in the game. But besides that, if I'm sitting in the game and it's still time on the clock, I'm
Yeah.
scoring and I'm playing defense unless the coach says, okay, hold the ball, run the clock up. If that case,
And then
don't give me the ball.
that part. That
It's
part.
five. It's four other people. It's five people on the. It's four other people the ball could go to. Don't give me the ball.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to do it.
That part. Because that's exactly what I'm doing. Again, when it's all said and done, it's stats going on the board, whatever points going on the board, it's all about that. Because when it comes time, if you have to, if it comes to a point where you end up having to be traded or something like that, those are the things that they're gonna look at. That's a stat that they're gonna have in your column.
So Bishop, have you had a? I know you said we talked about injuries and stuff. Have you ever had a knee injury?
No.
Okay, no injury.
Thank God.
So as we you seemingly that's a it's starting to be paramount. If it's not the hamstrings, it seemingly is the knee injury. So of course we know Lonzo Ball was out of the his NBA season for the most part due to a knee injury. Of course, he's done this rehabilitation and everything. He's been back and forth, but still, yet he is still having problems as it still provides some type of soreness when he goes to for activities. So I wonder what do you think this do you think these knee injuries because he's still out and now Chicago is starting to be concerned because here we are at the end of the season and he's still having knee issues. Do you think these is bad conditioning because we look at the foot situation with Zion Williamson, of course he went and gained weight and then we could all attest that that probably was a situation in itself. But I don't think Lonzo Ball is walking around 200-300 pounds on his knee injury. So, so do you think it's just bad conditioning, or they don't have the right people in place? What do you think could be the reasons for these lingering issues?
Well, so I don't think it's bad conditioning when it comes to a knee because it's nothing in regards to
Okay, yeah, true that,
conditioning
true
could
that, yeah.
concern a knee. But it is surprising that he's still having an E issue as long as he's already been out.
Hmm.
Did he have surgery? Is he planning on
Yeah,
having surgery? Like
he had surgery. He is the recovery. He's is late in the
so this is the
recovery.
recovery from it.
Yeah, it's a recovery.
So if it so it for me, then I would look at it as
Or what
the
has he been doing on during the
well,
recovery
that too,
process?
but then I'm looking at my physical therapist. Why am
Mm.
I not progressing in a
As
way that
after
I
you just
should
said
be?
it.
Everybody getting injured on that. Yeah, it's on the trainers and the physicians and stuff like that. Because if I had knee surgery and I'm supposed to be in recovery mode, recovery phase, and I'm not progressing, something's wrong somewhere. You either the physical therapy isn't doing what it's supposed to do, either the surgery didn't go as well as planned, or something. But there's no way if I had surgery on my knee and I'm not progressing in a positive direction, there's an issue somewhere. And the first area has to go to, I would say, either the doctor who performed the surgery or the physical therapist. In my opinion.
Mm.
That's me. I just feel that it has to be. I mean, what other so Trey, how do you
I
feel?
would think I would think that my first thing would be on the individual. I would wonder first, what is he doing? Is he doing extracurricular activities outside of that? Like, what is he
Okay.
doing to where now if we know without affirming a reasonable doubt that he is, or if he is being doing exactly what he's supposed to do, then yes, it comes back to, like you said, the physical trainers, the therapy, physical therapists, and everything. Even maybe like you said, the doctor. Like, what is the issue? What is the problem?
Mm-hmm.
But if they've done what they got to do on the initially, and now he's out in the club, or he's saying he's out shooting, or he's doing whatever. Now you got to start to sit up and put some onus on himself. What's good, Steve? What's
What
going
up,
on this
Steve? What
morning?
up? What up? What up? Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely can't rule out the individual himself because yeah, you're right. Once the physical therapist and the surgeon has done their part, it is up to you to do your side
Hmm.
of rehabilitation. You have to do your portion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had my, my
I was about to
rotator
say,
cuff
yeah,
surgery.
yourself. If you didn't do, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do your part. You know what I'm saying? That's why
If
I'll
you
be
went
able
out
to
there trying to
now.
start throwing balls again, you
Yeah,
say like off the
and you
rip,
want, yeah, you thinking, whoa, why I can't throw the ball?
yeah,
And
you
I'm
ain't
a prime
strengthened it,
example.
yeah.
I had that surgery.
Hmm.
Did I have the surgery? No, I didn't. Did I have? I
Not
think I
initially
yes, I
because you
did. I
talked about
had
the
the
dead
surgery.
arm
I had
before the
the
surgery.
surgery. Yeah, I had the surgery, and then I went out, I think, and tried to throw the ball. And because of the surgery, I didn't have the arm strength that I had in my arm prior to. But I didn't, me not paying attention to the fact that or not realizing that I had lost some muscle mass, had lost some strength in that arm
Hmm.
because of the surgery. Um,
It
I,
almost
I
hurt
didn't.
trying to throw it.
Well, it wasn't. You know what? It wasn't even the
Well,
fact
not
that it
not
hurt.
not like a pain, but it's
No,
like
it was the fact.
ugh.
I kind of was what's the word? Hesitant. I was
Oh, okay.
hesitant. It wasn't hurting, but I guess it was more so of the fact that I was worried, I guess, that I would may re-injure it. So I wasn't, I was kind of, holding back in a way. So in that let me know, okay, you know what? I need to get back in the gym and start throwing the ball. I mean, strengthening up my arm again, my shoulder, stuff like that, so I can get back to being able to throw the ball in which I want to throw, the way I want to throw the ball, or like I used to throw the ball. So
Hmm.
a lot of it is the individual. Yeah, because the therapist can only do so much. If the doctor did what he was supposed to and it was a successful surgery, yeah, 80 to 90% of it is on the individual.
Like I said, hopefully I steer clear, stay away from those. So, of course, tonight's I know it goes back and forth, back and forth. So, game two in
Mm-hmm.
Miami,
Mm-hmm.
Boston
Boston.
Celtics, Miami Heat. It has been stated that, of course, Marcus Smart is trying to get back, but he is probable for tonight's game.
Oh yeah, they
Most
told him
like
he was gonna play. They said he was gonna play in the first game, and he didn't play.
yeah, and now of course you have Al Horford still doubtful. Uh,
It
can
could,
they
Anthony.
even with either or? Can Boston win without Smart and Horford?
Well, it ain't can they? It's obviously they can't.
Will they? Yeah, will they?
It's
We can't.
obviously they can't because
Okay,
without
okay.
Al Horford and without Marcus Smart, we saw what the Heat did to the Celtics. Even though the Celtics had a great first half with Tatum dropping 21, but he only had
Hmm.
8 in the second half.
Hmm.
So obviously Smart and Horford needs to be on the court for that team to be full strength and be able to compete against the Heat. So I personally feel like they definitely need them to help them get past Miami, in my opinion. I'm
I
definitely
could
gonna be
agree.
looking.
I could agree. Like they basically they took it. It's like they took their best shot on the chin, absorbed
Hmm.
it, and like just gave it back to them. Like okay,
Hmm.
it's time. It's go time now, and put
Right.
them in that position. So, do you think even with one of the two coming back, do you think with a I still think he'll probably be partly halfly healthy, partially healthy. Marcus Smart, do you think they have a chance? You think he has enough? He his presence will provide enough, and his defensive prowess will provide enough, even at a half strength, to where it slows a couple of people down, and they're able to make up the difference.
Absolutely. I think
Okay.
Marcus Smart will be a key factor in them being able to win it, to try and take game two. If Marcus Smart can come back in this game and provide the defense in which they need, alongside with a few points here and there, I feel like they could definitely make this a series. Definitely, without question.
I don't know. I think you know what I think about. I think Bam is on a
Adebayo.
campaign. Yeah, I think he's on a campaign where he feels like he should have been the defensive player of the year, and now he's like, you
Mm.
know what, I'm finna show it. Like where he put up, he definitely put up in game one. It's like now does he continue that? Is that his fuel and his fire to basically help to propel them to the championship? I don't know, but I think he has that mindset. Like I'm finna show this is a perfect opportunity for me to show why I should have been defensive player of the year.
I could see that. I could see that.
So
I
now, of
could see that.
course, continue with this with the pettiness. Did you see the comments in which Danny Green had in reference to um, Patrick Beverly?
Mm-mm.
Danny Green of all people. I was like, wait, is that Danny Green speaking,
He
talking
went
like
in on
that?
him.
Oh yeah, he basically called him a cone himself. He basically said that
Oh,
he's like, "Come on, Pat." He's like, "Come on, Pat Bev. Let's not act like people don't seek you out as well. Your defense ain't that tight." He's like, "Get the f out of here, man." He's like, Luca. He's like, Luca sit up and was looking for. He's like, "You too small. You too small." And he's like, "So you're a cone as well." And basically what he said and talked about it. Of course, in true fashion, Pat Beverly pulled up with the receipts. And basically he says a reminder that Luca never scored in the 28 possessions in which he was guarded by Pat Beverly throughout the whole season. And so, of course, Pat Beverly added D Green number 14 with the two pairs of praying hands and say health and wealth. As we know, Danny Green is out due to a torn MCL and LCL injury. So when you got receipts, it's hard. It's kind of hard to dispute.
that part.
There ain't no talking. It's like forget all the talking. Like this is I got facts on top of facts. So uh, again, more people seem like they're trying to come to the aid of to the aid of Chris Paul.
Chris Paul,
Uh,
CP3.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's been Dame. That's been Dame, KD, and now Danny Green have all came to his aid. It
Somebody put
seems like
out yesterday. They was like, "How can Patrick Beverly say anything to someone when he's averaging 9 points a game?
true. That's true. That's true.
Like,
What's
how
good,
can you?
right? What's good, Slow Jams?
What up, Slow Jam? What up? What up? What up? What up? Yeah. How can you? Do we think Beverly was accurate in what in regards to CP3? I don't know, man. I don't think he's accurate because CP3 has definitely
I mean, like you said,
become a
he's been a 9-time all defensive
yeah,
point guard. Like 9 out of 17. Like that's unless it's been the last 12 in which he ain't been voted. It's kind of it's the dispute factor starts to go away now. If he hasn't been voted as lately, of course, the "what have you done for me lately" situation comes
right.
up, and we got to take that into consideration. But for the most part, Patrick Beverly stands. I like Patrick Beverly's moxie to simply be like, you know what? I'll
I
forget
mean,
what y'all
I
saying.
definitely,
I
yeah,
stand. Yeah, I stand on what I say.
I definitely, yeah, I definitely like Patrick Beverly's. I don't give a damn attitude. What
Yeah,
he,
he's had
I'm
that.
gonna say what I'm gonna say,
Uh
and
huh.
y'all can if y'all don't like it, it's oh well. But I'm again, before you talk noise, I mean, your stats
Oh
need
yeah,
to
yeah,
be
yeah.
pretty
Makes sense.
good too, though.
So keep in
How you
mind,
gonna
like I don't think.
downplay somebody and you not even on
I
their
don't,
level?
so think about it. We do that all the time as you know, saying as media. So, but and it's
But
not downplaying.
we
It's
don't
not
play the
downplaying.
sport.
Well,
We don't play the. But
I
this
get.
is a guy who plays on the court, who is currently playing. That's a difference. We don't
So
play. We're not professional basketball players. He is. How can you talk? That's like somebody coming to you. That's like a cook coming to you next to you talking about, damn, sorry,
why
Namir
you?
can't cook. Sorry, Namir can burn up everything. He can't cook
That's what.
nothing. That dude
That's like.
can't boil
That's not act
water.
like. It's like
You know
act
what I'm
like
saying?
that's what be going on with this, especially with the soldiers. You like, oh no, sorry, I ain't gotta cook nothing. God dang it, I'm your NCO. I ain't gotta cut
But I
your
mean,
anything.
but I'm talking
But
about
yeah,
even
yeah, yeah.
prior to
I'm
you
talking
being
about
an
in
NCO.
general. Yeah, just in
Yeah,
general.
in
Yeah, I
general,
get what
before
you're saying.
you even became an NCO, like people coming at you,
Yeah,
and they right next to you talking about how bad you are, but you, bruh, like really, you just burnt the pizza the other day. How you gonna talk about me?
you know
And
what?
it was and it was pre-made. How you burn a
You
pre-made
know,
pizza? Like,
you know what? You bring this up. When I first came over to be a cook, bro. When I first came over to be a cook, man, I
agreed, Corey. Agreed, Corey.
when I first came over to be a cook, man, I can say this now because there's no I can't face any type of so when I first came over to be a cook, I was still if I wish DJ was on yesterday because he was one of the people I went over to holler at. So
Mm-hmm.
I put some sausage in the oven
Mm-hmm.
during breakfast, and I left from Freeman and went over to First Cav across the street from the First Cav headquarters with the sausage in the oven, and I
You
was sitting over
forgot it
there.
was in there?
No, I forget it was in. Well, I did forget it was in there because I was over there chopping it up with them, talking to my old people I used to when I was in artillery, chopping it up with them. And then all of a sudden, I was like, "Oh snap!" I was like, "Oh man!" I put sausage in the oven, so I had to run. I drove back. I had to hurry up and drive back to the DFAC. I pull up. I go in and grab it because I used to use the back. Remember, we used to use the back of it closer to the dishwashing area
Right.
for the so I had to go in there, and boy, when I got to them sausage, it was burnt up. So it wasn't no one back there because it was doing serving time. So it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't no one back there. I mean, no, it wasn't doing serving time. It was when the cooks were sitting down before the meal started. So everyone's out in
So
the
nobody's
dining area.
yeah. So nobody, yeah.
So I hurry up and sit up and dump the pan and put it back, and then put and repan some more sausage, and he
This
went
dude done
out
threw
to
a
the
pan.
diner.
This dude done threw away about 50 servings of sausage, bro.
It was
About
50
50,
cents.
60 servings of sausage. Good Lord.
and
That's
then
why he
and
said he can't get in trouble for that now because he told me.
and then
'Cause he
but
knows
now
he can
I messed up one time
statement
with
of
something.
charges. Statement of charges.
Same with the charges. I messed up one time. Additionally, one other time in which I only messed up. The only other time in which I messed up is I was making some turkey. My first time cooking the turkey nuggets, and I was
Mm-hmm.
sitting up. I was sitting up and
What
doing
up,
them.
Taylor Made?
And I was, bro. I don't know how I ended up doing this, but I was preparing them, and there was a couple in which I was doing, and I forgot to put the dang egg wash on them when I was breading them. So I done sit up and did everything else. I done rolled them and everything. I ain't put no egg wash on them, but it got the flour and all that type of stuff. It got the breadcrumbs and everything on it. And I done dropped them in the grease. And when I pulled them up, I was like, why do they look like this? So I'm sitting up think I couldn't figure out like what the hell is going on. I forgot the egg wash. So of course, in true burnt sausage fashion, I
Fast
sit up
right in the trash.
right in the trash can.
Ah, this
Oh
dude
my
here,
god.
bro.
Oh man, statement of
This
charges.
dude here,
Uh,
bro. This
But
dude
yeah,
here, man.
but like you were saying, that type of stuff. But it be I mean, to that point, it be that type of stuff to where if someone seen that, they could be like, hey, I don't know, sorry, Amir. Like those are one-off situations in which saying I had where it was a problem, or which
Yeah.
it could have been if someone had seen that, then they could have presumed that, hey, no, sorry, Amir can't cook. So I think it's something with.
Especially after them two incidents. Like you ain't got a leg to stand on, bro. You ain't got a leg to stand on.
I
For
made
real,
I
you
made
got a
up
leg
for it,
to
of course,
stand on.
but yes, but
Yeah.
let's say, but in those situations, you would think that, but wait, so I think it's something that Patrick Beverly has seen because, like he said, you got to bring up the fact that he stated and talked about how it had nothing like everyone gives him his praises, but no one says anything about when he isn't or when he is lacking and when he's caught
Right.
slipping.
Right.
And I think that's all he's trying to do is bring that up. He states that, saying the man is who he is. He's point guard. But he just doesn't get everything just because he's point guard. Like he has his own, he's lacking in certain areas and that why aren't we addressing these areas and we just talking about how good he is? And I think that's
Right.
the point in which he's trying to make. And he's talking about, especially when you look at it, they're the same position. Pat Bev,
Right.
though, he's not Chris Paul and everyone knows that. And I think that's what people are trying to make a testament to is that why are you saying
Why
this
you
when you
running
are
your
this
mouth,
person?
bumping your
Yeah,
gums, yeah, and you not even on his level?
Yeah, you're not on his
which
level. And then
is crazy because we have yet to hear Chris Paul clap back and say anything about
he probably
his
isn't.
comment.
Just like it was,
Hmm?
just like I said, he probably isn't. Just like I was in
Like,
that.
would you, if you was Chris
No.
Paul, would you clap back and say anything?
So this is what I learned, and I think Lil Wayne taught us. Uh, you would have
Speaking
thought
of
that
which, clapping back, yeah. Speaking
you
of
would.
which, him
Oh,
and him and Mark and
him
him and
and
Mark
Mark Cuban.
Cuban,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, and that's
We talked
funny
about
because
clapbacks,
he ain't clap back at 50, but he clapping back at Mark Cuban. This is
right?
a clear distinction of you know who to go
You
at
clap
and
back
who
too,
not to go back.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah, because he ain't she showed it. So during that time, think about it. He ain't clap back at Gilly the Kid, Lil Wayne ain't clap back at Ross. He ain't clap back at 50, but Mark Cuban. People in mouth and all that type of stuff. Like, come on, Wayne, stop it, man. Stop
bruh.
it, bro.
Yeah.
That's what y'all
And then
doing, Calio.
somebody said you ain't he ain't clap back at 50, he ain't clap back at Birdman. Like he took all your money. You ain't had
Yeah,
nothing to say about that either.
left you
But you
stranded
clap
on the
back
side.
at Mark Cuban.
Gilly Jr. Like you ain't gonna take him. Like they left you from what it said. You was left on the side of the road in a tour bus with no money,
Right.
and we ain't hear nothing during those. So it's like he ain't clap back at none of those people, but he claps back
Mark
at
Cuban.
Mark Cuban.
Right.
But yeah,
Right.
so basically, yeah, everyone's so just like that. Um,
Choose your ops wisely. I I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, Fred. I
So
hear
it,
you.
it comes down now. What if Mark Cuban? I'm very sure he has the plenty of money to go get a Ghost Rider, and he take
And go
he
and
takes
go in on
he
him.
takes it, yeah takes it to the booth.
Go in on him.
Yeah, and gets all those
I
people. It gets all those people. You know, 50 Cent is the type of petty that sit up and be like, "Hey, Mark, I got you," and
yeah,
I get on the track with you.
yeah. Facts. Facts.
So
I
yeah,
just
so
yeah.
and you know what? I like to bring this up real quick. On a call last night that we had, it was one person that had a who had a hot take, I guess you could say in a sense, and they basically specifically said that Luka Doncic if he has a bunch of turnovers, he's going to be ineffective, and that was Herc. Herc basically said Luka
He
Doncic
did
has
say
a
that.
bunch of he said he has a bunch of turnovers, he's
LB
going to
did
be
say that.
ineffective. And what
He did
ended
say
up
that.
happening is Luka Doncic had 7 turnovers. He had more turnovers than he had field goals made in the game in which he said it was a rough time in his career. So shout out to her for the hot take last night, and he did state
Yeah,
that Luka
appreciate
Doncic is
you,
going to have
LB.
a lot of turnovers,
You
and
yeah, you
with
said
those
it, Herc.
turnovers
You
is going
said
to be
it.
a problem.
You did
Now
say
he
that.
did also
And
state that if Luka can control those turnovers, then is going to be trouble, trouble, trouble. So
trouble.
we have yet to see yet we'll see at some point. So uh, yeah, that stuff is crazy. So a couple more things in the NBA. The NBA is going to go ahead and make a push. No, first I do this. Let me ask a question. Of course, anyone could answer it out there. What do you think of the play-in tournament first and foremost?
The current playing tournament
Yes, the current
that they brought into play a couple of what season are we on with
two
this play
years,
tournament?
2 years,
2 years, 3 years? I know it's so,
it's we done in 2 years now.
um
You feeling it? You not feeling it?
I mean, so for me, the playing tournament is just allowing the teams an opportunity to get in that that they
That probably
normally
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
get
got
in.
in. No,
Yeah,
yeah.
initially because of their record.
Number 9 and 10
Well,
has an opportunity.
I has the opportunity to make it, but my thing is, with you being 9 and 10, is that a we don't know whoever that Facebook user is,
Yeah,
but
they
what
they
up, whoever that
it was
is.
good. Good with you.
Yeah, so it's hard. So like this, like in other words, Trey. So say for instance, okay, you're 9 and 10. You're seated 9 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
You play to get into the playing tournament,
Mm-hmm.
but then you get into you get blown out. Like once you make it into the playing, like so, did you really deserve to be in the playing tournament? because your record, you was 9-10 for a reason. You feel me? Your record reflect you being 9-10. So
Hmm.
what is the purpose of you playing in the playing tournament? You get in and then get blown out. I could even
I
put that in.
I
I
can
could
get
even
that.
put that in
Okay.
perspective with the Nets.
Hmm.
Like we played in the playing tournament to get in, and then got our
And
butt
then get
blown out, got swept. Like
but
for
y'all were
real.
but were y'all a 9 or a 10 seed when y'all went in?
When we
I think y'all was
no,
an 8, right?
I don't think we were ninth. I think we like eighth, seventh or eighth, wasn't we? I
I
know
think so.
we almost barely got in. Barely, I think we
You barely
seventh
got
or
into the
eighth.
tournament. I think y'all was
Yeah, I want to
so
think we were seventh, eighth, somewhere like that.
this and because used to, like you said, it's right. Yeah, because the playing tournament is only 10, is only 2 years in existence at this point. So what we're
Right.
accustomed to seeing all the time is 7 and 8. So what we have been conditioning to do is see number 7 and 8. So to us is foreign right now because number 7 and number 8 has always been the person that was going first. So now 9 and 10
Mm-hmm.
gets an opportunity, and we be looking at like, oh, that's messed up. We already had 7 and 8. Now we 9 and 10
Mm-hmm.
gets a chance, but it still goes down to the same. Like if you are who you say you are, then you should be good.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't even matter that you're in the play-in or anything like that. You go out, you win 2 games. For the most part, the not even the eighth, seventh, or eighth seed has to win 2 games, and they're in, and that's go ahead and take care of business. So I say that to say this, right? So what the NBA is going to do? They said this play-in tournament is not going anywhere anytime soon. It's like it's going away. And so one of the things I know you was talking about the other day is the reference of them eliminating a couple of games, going from 82 to 72. And
Right.
so what they're talking about doing is having a a mid season or in season tournament that is going to remove the look on your face, bro. They're talking about having an in-season tournament that is going to remove some of those 10 games, or help with. Well, it's going to remove 4 games to where they're going to go from 82 games to 78 games or something like that. So it basically talks about the purpose of an in-season tournament would be to break away from the monotony of the 82 game regular season. Basically, Adam Silver stated that he believes it would add excitement not only for the fans but also for the players. The tournament is there's tournaments in other sports along the way where players, I'm sure, feel the extra boost of competitiveness about winning a particular trophy, Silver said, and that's what we're looking for at this point. Of course, the WNBA has it features a Commissioner's Cup tournament in which the NBA is going to take products for. He says it matches up 10 teams during the season to count towards the Commissioner's Cup standings, and the leaders in which the conference plays the Commissioner Cup, the championship game winner wins a lucrative prize. So, of course, what the ideal for the NBA one is the negotiations have centered around the in-season tournament that would begin with pool play as part of the regular season schedule prior to the teams with the best records advancing to an 8-team single elimination tournament that would culminate prior to the Christmas, prior to Christmas. Um, and so this proposal will shorten the regular season from 82 to 78 games, eliminated 4 games.
What's 4 games, bro? That's that ain't even the reason why people were talking about shortening the games. What's four
What's
games,
good,
bro?
Ron?
What up, Ron? What up, Professor? What up? What up? What's 4 games, bro? Like seriously, this is what y'all doing? Is 4 games? That's nothing even to talk about, bro. That ain't even worth the time. 4 games, a whole 4 games. Wow, we were taking 4 games off the schedule. What? That is dumb. Sometimes I wonder what these people be thinking, man. That is the dumbest thing ever. You're going to take away a whole 4 games. Woo-hoo, out of 82.
Bro, I say we need 72 games. Go from
Yeah,
82 to
go
72.
from 82 to 72.
And that's what I was about to say, Ron. Is progress. So I think it has. I think it's one of those things in which because
Yeah, but 4 games? Is
I
that
don't think
really
anyone.
progress?
I don't think
Really?
anyone was.
Come on, really. Now, really think about that, Trey. Is 4 games really progress? Really?
So the first, I think first it has to be instituted, and we can see what it looks like, and then we start to see if those 4 games, because every, like I think Ron said the other day, every little bit helps. Like that could be 4 games off your regular season. Can maybe, I don't know how much it's going to chip away when you look at, we was at an 82 game season. Now we just
Mm-hmm.
removed 4 games, and this is what this could look like. But I think the first thing is the buy-in to the tournament in itself, and making it where you start to feel like, okay, because technically you're not replacing your it's, well, I guess it is. So I think it's a lead in a buy into where they can figure out, like, how do we set up and grow this even further after you go in. So my first thing is, like, just like when I mentioned it, the look on your face said, like, what? Like, that's my
Yeah,
first thing. Like like, how is this even going to be a thing
like
possibly?
right, like
So
you're
that's the first part. That's the first part I think it has to
y'all
be
done
taken into
wasted
consideration.
those brain cells to come up with that.
So
Seriously,
it might not work. So, but first, I think it has to be a cry, because I didn't think the playing tournament was going to work, and then it's like, okay, I can see it. So I think it's one of those situations where you have to wait for the same thing to happen with this.
baby steps, in other
With
words.
this, yeah, you have to wait. We have to see it first. It's like, okay, let's see it first to see how it works
Right.
instead of talking about it, because we're not getting it. Because I still don't get it. And so once that happens, it's like, oh, okay, this actually was a pretty good idea. Or nah, we need to scrap this and go back to 82 games. Which that, and I think, as that's the case, it don't hurt. 4 games is not going to hurt if we got to go back to, as opposed to 10 games. Now we got to reverse course to go back to at the end of
Mm,
the game. So,
mm.
additionally, other things in which the NBA
I
is
think
coming
if
up
we
with.
would cut it down though to 10 games, I don't mean to cut you off, but
No, go ahead.
when I feel like if we cut it down, this is what we gotta feel. This is what I feel like will be um a huge impact on the game. If we cut the games down from 82 to 72, now there's more of a chance of key players not missing games
Mm,
because you didn't drop 10 games out of their season. Yeah, some people may still get injured. I'm sure they will. But however, it's more of a chance now we may have more players who won't get injured. You know what I'm saying? Now, instead of 20, 30 people in the league getting hurt, now we may be at 18 to 15 because there are 10 games less. Because now, if you look at 10 games, we're looking at probably taking away 5 away games, 5 home games. So there's 10 games that now you don't have to worry about your key players or players, period, getting hurt, in my opinion. That's just how I see it. But 4 games, you can't do that. I don't feel like 4 games is
like even on scratch
eliminating
the
people from
surface.
getting hurt. Yeah, or stopping injuries. You know what I'm saying? Injuries do happen. We get it. I got it. They're a part of the game. I understand it. Don't get me wrong. But however, if you drop games drastically from drop a 10 game drop a season from 82 games to 72 games, 10 games, you have more of a chance of key players being still able to play because they're playing less games.
I agree. I can see your
I mean,
point.
it's just like football, Trey. When like like they saying about preseason.
Oh
They've been
yeah,
talking about it
they
for
took away the
years.
one game. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been talking about it for years. And how long did it take though? How long did it take? They was like, hey, because why? Why? Because players were getting hurt during preseason, and they weren't able to come out and play regular season. And that's probably the most detrimental thing that could happen is lose your player before the season even really starts because you're trying to see where you're at. And don't get me wrong, you want to see where you're at playing against teams. You want to, try your game plan out and see if it's working. You want to see if you can change up some things, see some players in certain positions, maybe want to, get it. But when you're losing players during the preseason that doesn't even matter, it's real detrimental to your team and to your organization. And that's why so many people for so long has said, let's cut down the preseason in football.
Mm, okay. Matter of fact, you just gave me I thought when we get to the football, so I'll bring that up or something I remember. Um, Additionally, another change the NBA is going to, they're going to invoke a take foul change, in which they're basically looking at, during the take fouls, they're looking at awarding the offensive team a free throw and the possession of the ball for the defensive team, fouling during that eliminate possible fast breaks and things of that nature. So, of course, in doing this may be advantageous. Maybe, of course, it gives the it's almost like a technical without calling a technical foul at this point. So that way, the team, a team that is gets a steal or something like that, before they get a quick breakaway, we all know the defender might grab them or hold them, so that way they can't get a foul gets called, and then they it goes to the out of bounds. Now they're looking at awarding and basically penalizing the defensive team a free throw and the ball possession, which can turn anywhere from a 1 to 4 point play, depending on, or even a 6 point play, depending on the situation. Uh, so I think it's not a bad idea. Um, it may or may not cause them or make them get them to a point to where now it's like, okay, they allowing these free plays to happen. So I'm for it. Definitely taking a look at that going forth to see. I'm all about change. Evolution is key. So it doesn't hurt to put some things out there to see what happens if it changes. If it doesn't work, always feel free to go back to what you was doing before and go back to the drawing board, or even go start from that point and be like, you know what, I got something that I think this would be better. So rule change, in season tourneys. What do y'all think about that? Are y'all for it? Y'all want to see it? Are y'all more of a, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type person, or or someone's like, yeah, you know, what I'm saying, let's try it, or you that stay off my hey young buck, stay off my grass type person. So of course, let us know. Post it in your comments in the comments, so that way we can engage and talk about that. What else we got? NBA, like I said, talked about Boston tonight, Miami. I got Miami. I got Miami throughout. Correction. Let me clarify, because I don't want Bishop to be back and be like, no, no, you said I have Boston losing the series to Miami ultimately. But of course, day to day, I'm more so looking at, okay, we can make the decision. So for game two tonight, I decide that I think Miami gets the W, even though I think Boston might have a slight chance because they might come back with a little edge. Jalen and Tatum might start out a little early. Um, if they get Smart back, he might be able to contribute a little, but I don't think they're going to have enough. They would have to completely shut down 2 to 3 players on the Miami Heat's team to have a opportunity to get the dub. I don't foresee that happening in Miami at this juncture. So I see Miami going up 2-0 tonight and get ready to head back to Beantown to play the Boston's home court. It's just my opinion. They might be Ryan. They like I believe it, but it's one thing. Is like you said. It's one thing to sound to be tired of someone's to be tired of it, but then uh you turn around and you try to respond, but you really can't respond. Hey, Tatum Brown, you have 24 hours. You're on the clock. I don't know. We gonna see if they about that right life, Ron. But it's just one of those things. If you, it's one thing to hear it, and then you go and try to respond, and then your response ain't that really that John Blaze. That's like you give do a hot 16. You give a hot 16, and then you like, okay, you like, ooh, and everyone's like, ooh, he's like, okay, okay, and then you get up, and then you drop a hot 2 or 3 bars, and then the rest of your bars is like mediocre to trash. It's like, why even respond? Just stay quiet. Like, we don't know at that point. We don't know what you was going to do. We just know you was coming. You had to come to compete, but we didn't know if you was like, if you go and start talking all that yapping and you can't, and then you can't produce. It's like, oh man, you did all that talking, but if you don't say nothing and you come in and you don't produce, you never said anything. I didn't say I was going to do anything. I have to come to the game to play. So, but yep, Tatum, Brown, y'all have 24 hours to respond. Or don't say anything. Come let your game do the talking. If your game doesn't talk, hey, you never said anything. If it does do the talking, then okay, but stay quiet, stay humble, and keep it pushing. So, but again, Miami, like I said, Miami in 6 is what I'm on. Miami in 6, Golden State in 5. That's how I'm viewing it. Um, yeah, I'm with that. That's what I'm saying. Bishop, you said you had Miami tonight?
No, I got Boston. I mean, yeah, Boston. I got Boston tonight.
Okay, okay. Oh, just as you drop it off, real quickly before we get into the NFL, I was telling them about the new rule that they're getting ready to put in place in the NBA.
What new
Golden
rule?
State, the Golden State in 5, Ron. Yes, Golden State in 5. Well, I might be a little presumptuous. 6, Golden State in 6. Oh, so the new rule is they're going to they're look at implementing a take foul rule to where for an offensive team that is fouled off a take foul will be awarded a free throw and the possession of the ball as opposed to just the foul.
Mm. Okay. Okay. I like it.
Hmm. As an official, I figured you would. So NFL, NFL. Uh, of course, as they continue on, the Buffalo Bills, as well the Buffalo Sabres have been uh, teaming up to provide uh, some love and togetherness in the Buffalo area after the Tops market shooting. The Buffalo Foundation, as well as the NFL foundations, have linked up together to provide $400,000 in funding to work on response in the minority areas, especially in the Buffalo minority areas. So 200 of
Okay.
that 200,000 of that goes towards comes from the Buffalo the Bills organization, and then the NFL has provided the other half at 200,000. $400,000 for them to utilize to put towards trainings and certifications and everything to help better with responses to emergencies in minority driven areas. So maybe that does become effective, or maybe not. It remains to be seen. But I'd like to get to this, Bishop. Team of the
Hmm.
hour, Philadelphia Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly.
That's right.
Yesterday, as we knew, they agreed to terms with cornerback James Bradbury, 1 year,
Hmm.
$10 million to solidify, if I may say, possibly to solidify you all's area in for corners. As now, look at Ron, really Ron. So now
Let's go.
y'all have Darius Slay and James Bradbury. So I
That's
ask
right.
you this, Bishop. Does this make Philadelphia the top cornerback duo in the NFL? Other players you have Byron Jones and Xavier Howard.
Hmm.
You have Marlon Humphrey and Marcus Peters, and now
Hmm.
you have James Bradbury and Darius Slay. I don't know if there's any other
That
ones you
sounds
can
like
add
beast
that.
mode to me. That sounds like beast mode. I'm just saying. That sounds like beast mode to me. I'm
That's
just
not,
putting it out there. It sounds like a beast mode to me.
that sounds like biasness. Actually, I
I
don't know.
know that sounds like beast mode to me. I'm just putting it out there. It sounds like beast mode. I'm just saying.
So
It look
one
like
year, just 1 year.
Whew.
Is this a flyer just to see how it
I mean,
works
no,
out?
now it is. Well, no, it is a bit. Now, don't get me wrong. It is a bit premature. It is a bit premature. We got to see how it works. We got to see how it works. But
1 year, 10 million.
on paper, but on paper now,
You
on
feeling
paper,
good right now?
it look good on paper.
You
It
saw
look
you can
good on paper.
see. So do you see win losses going up now, or you is it a little
Oh
early
yeah, oh
still?
definitely. Well, well you know I had already had us at
Yeah,
12 wins
you
winning
had
the
the
NFC
BS
East.
already. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I had us with 12 wins winning the NFC East anyway. I had that for us. That's what I had. I
Y'all
had
might
that
be able to
already.
lock down Dallas now on both ends.
Oh yeah, I
CD
might be able to.
and Gallup. It might
I-
be.
I might be able to. Might be able to. Oh, it's a wrap. Dallas won't
Yes,
win one game this
I
season.
do think that. I do think that, Ron. You're correct, and that's not even
We know that. We know that,
biased.
Ron. We
That's not
know
even
that.
biased.
This is coming. This is coming from a guy, Ron. We know who thinks that the 49ers are going to
12,
beat the Rams.
11
Come
or
on, bro.
11 and 11,
And this is coming from a guy
11
who
and
thinks
6 or
that
12 and
thinks
5.
yeah, that thinks the 49ers going to win 12 games. Yeah, come on, Ron. You know better than that, bro. You know better than
But you
that, guy.
expect me to be like DJ yesterday? I'll be damned if I
At
say
least
anything
he's
about the
realistic.
49ers going
At
five.
least he's real. He's keeping
And
it
I
real.
am too. I'm being
No,
real
you're
too.
not. No, you're not.
Who on this stream, and who's watching right now, thinks that the 49ers cannot win 11 or
12
12
of the
games?
games in which they have
Even
on their
more
schedule.
so, who
Anybody, y'all look
believes
at the
that
anybody
the
watching, the 7
Eagles
people that's watching
are
right
going to
now,
win more
y'all
than
go
12
look
games?
at this. Y'all go look at the 49ers schedule right now. The 7 people that's on here, go look at the 49ers schedule and tell me 12 games y'all can see they win. 12 or 11, because he even said 11. 11 or 12 games that y'all see him winning. And don't worry, I'll wait. Post in the comments the 12 or 11 games y'all see the 49ers winning. I'll wait. I'll wait.
All my life.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just
All
saying.
my life.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just keeping it 100, bro. At least be right back. Thanks. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Rick. Appreciate you, Rick. Thank you. Please,
Really,
I'm
Ron?
sure you won't. I'm sure you won't be back anytime soon. With that, because it's gonna take you a minute to see that's not gonna happen.
Easy.
You
Really,
know
Ron?
that
That's
ain't.
what we're doing.
Stop it. You know it's
My
not easy
my
for y'all 12
my
wins,
my
bro.
year is going to be immaculate.
Don't forget, while we're on the subject, first formation fantasy football is coming. It's
Yes.
coming. It's coming. And you see
Where
my name, you know what it'll be. Y'all see it. It'll be the same. It will not change.
don't he got
It will not
grape
change.
Kool-Aid over there. You know what I'm saying? Lupus Warriors, grape Kool-Aid.
Hey, if it's grape, it's good. It's great.
He's trying
If
to
it's
put
grape, it's good.
he's trying to pull y'all in that great Kool-Aid and get y'all
I'm
to
just
drinking.
hey,
And then y'all
everybody
wonder
know.
why y'all
Y'all know
belly
about
feel
that.
a certain type of way.
Y'all know about that grape Kool-Aid. Yes, sir. Yeah, you know, Ron. Fantasy is coming, baby. It's coming. Full circle, baby. Full circle. About to get these people to business. Especially when you got this guy over here talking about the
Hey,
49ers about the 12
check this
wins.
out. Look, hey, who is on here that's been that played in our fraternity league? Don't let Bishop gash y'all up. Do not let Bishop gash y'all up. I'm just gonna simply let y'all know. Do not let Bishop gash y'all up. do not, do not
It ain't about gassing y'all up. Y'all know what it is.
get off our
What's wrong?
live. Get off our line, Ricochet. Get off our
Rick,
live.
what happened? What happened, Rick? What
You know
happened,
what?
Rick? Rick, what happened, Rick? What happened, Rick? Obviously, I'm coming to take hearts. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Come on, Ron. Come on, Ron. Rick, what happened, Rick? Rick, what happened? Because I see you say I don't think so. What happened, Rick? Inquiring minds want to know.
No, we don't.
Let it be known, Rick. What do you see, Rick?
No, we don't want to know. You know
Yeah.
what?
Oh, so Rick is going on there. Rick is Corey Lemons. They got a tough. Thank you. They got to thank you. And he talking about
That's
12
not
or
tough at
11
all.
wins, Corey.
Just
12
wait.
or 11 wins, Corey.
Just wait for it. Just
12 or
wait.
11 wins, Corey. And he's saying, "Come on, bro. Thank you." I call him Rick because his line name is Ricochet. Corey Lemons, that's Ricochet from the frat. I call him Rick because his name is Ricochet. But thank you. Thank you. 12 win, 12 or 11 wins. I told him they may go 8 and 9. 8 and 9. And I even may flip and give them 9 and 8. Maybe. 12? No. No. Not even close. Gonna be big mad when they lose to the Seahawks. And when they lose to the Seahawks, right? Professor, they gonna lose to the Seahawks. Oh Lord. I'm just saying, bro. This dude here,
We are
man.
losing to the Seahawks. 8-10. The disrespect.
Thank you.
And then, oh
Thank
my
you.
goodness. You know what?
Thank you. Thank
You know what?
you. That's what I'm
You know
talking
what?
about, Rick. I'll give him 8 and 10. What do you mean? What do you mean 7 and 10 or 9 and 8? Because it's 17 games.
Neither.
So you mean either 7 and 10 or 9 and 8, one of the two. You probably mean
Neither.
7 and 10. That sounds more realistic. Because it's only
Neither.
17 games.
Neither one.
9 and
Y'all
8. That's what I said,
okay.
Ron.
Okay.
Ron, that's
Okay.
what I said. That's what I said.
Y'all
At first,
also said
it can't be 8 to 10, Corey. There's only 17 games, bro.
I think he's saying 8 or 10 wins.
Oh, 8 or 10 wins. Oh, 8 or 10. I got you. My bad. You giving them 10?
8 or 10
10?
wins. Come on, man. Like y'all stop
10?
playing. Like, you know what?
Boy, y'all need to quit, bro. 10 is far fetched for me, bro. 8 or 9, maybe. 10? Nah. I don't see that. They gonna get beaten, man. Now. No. You already heard
Anyway,
Ron. He already given them a loss against the Seahawks.
it's cool. All my life.
Yee! Let it
All
go.
my life.
Let it
Uh,
go.
so additionally, of course, in free agency, you had the running back, free agent running back Philip Lindsay was picked up on a 1 year deal in Indianapolis as he looks to back up, of course, Taylor and Naheem Himes. Tariq Cohen, poor guy, poor guy. Free agent running back Tariq Cohen, of course. As you know, the Chicago Bears released him earlier, about 2 months ago. Released him because he was still out due to a knee injury. So he comes back. He's trying to do a video. He's doing drills live on his Instagram and tears his Achilles heel live on the Instagram feed. And now is going to be out
For the
another.
season.
Already was he already was free. Yeah, he's out for the season now. He was
Yeah.
already out due to a knee injury last year and had already been released. So he was a free agent, and now he's out. He's out
Oh yeah.
additionally, of course.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
He Achilles.
yeah,
Yeah. He that's some. Yeah.
yeah,
He
he's out for
definitely
the
got to
season.
get the bounce. Yeah.
And a running back. You already know he's a running back. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's unfortunate. So the New York Jets finally signed their last of their first rounders and signed Garrett Wilson yesterday. So Bishop, currently we sit at 7 of the 32 first round draftees have been unsigned. The breakdown: 4 offensive linemen, 1 quarterback, 1 receiver, 1 safety has yet to sign their contract as newly appointed players in the NFL. I think we had this conversation before, saying how swiftly would you sign your contract if you
Mm-hmm.
were drafted first round.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm tripping. Like 4 offensive linemen, like that's where the business is. Like offensive linemen is like, nah, I don't want to sign that. We need to change this. I wonder what can be possibly being changed or what's the holdup, particularly on the lineman not signing. Of course, quarterback is Pickett from Pittsburgh. He has a sign. The safety is Hamilton from out of Notre Dame. He
Mm-hmm.
hasn't signed yet. I forgot I know the receiver was one of the heralded receivers. I forgot what team it was that he hasn't signed yet. And then of course the 4 offensive linemen have yet to sign uh, their their um their their contracts.
You're
Uh,
right.
Coach Smith from Atlanta stated his focus is not on the 2023 quarterbacks. That's a waste of time. So I say this, Bishop. The Atlanta Falcons has Marcus Mariota at the helm with
Okay.
with Desmond Ritter as the
As the
backup.
backup. Mm-hmm.
Is that genuine talk, or is that just talk from Coach Smith, where he said we're not worried, we got some, because he said they got something to prove. So he's like they're not worried about the
Well, they do.
2023.
They
Yeah,
do
they
got
do.
something to prove.
Yeah,
I mean, that's inevitable. They do got something to prove because this is the first time they've been without Matt in years.
mm-hmm.
So they do got something to prove. They do. They got a whole new quarterback staff team or a whole new quarterback lineup. So they do got something to prove. He's not lying. Can he do it with Mariota, or will Ritter win the starting position over Mariota? Is the question. But they definitely got something to prove. They definitely do.
I hadn't thought about that until you just said it. Like, can Mariota hold off Ritter, or is
That
Ritter
part.
going to be, like Russell Wilson, come in and be like,
Right.
yo, I'm here too.
Right.
Mm, the plot thickens, man. Do you know
It
that?
does.
You know who the expected starter is to be in Seattle?
Who?
Geno Smith,
Ooh.
bruh. And Ron, the disrespect. You think the Seattle's going to beat us with Geno Smith at the helm?
Well,
Come
y'all don't
on,
even know who
stop
y'all
it.
starter gonna be is.
It don't make a difference. Debo could
It do
start
make
back
a
there.
difference.
Debo could
Who?
start back there, and he's Debo.
No. If Trey Lance come on in there, it's about even. It's about even.
You know what? I wasn't gonna go. I'm going to go August 25th. I'm going to the Houston 49er game in Houston. It's a preseason game, but I'm going anyway.
You should.
I'm
You
going to
should.
go. I wasn't going to go.
You
I'm
should.
going to the Houston in August.
You
Houston,
should.
I think August 25th. I don't think I have anything going on.
You should
August
go.
25th, I'll be in the H Town to
I'm
see.
going. I'm going to see the Eagles play Houston in Houston.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
I should. Why not? Why wouldn't I? That's going to be a thrashing.
You're going to
That
be
is going to
embarrassed.
be. There's going to be a
I can't
thrashing.
wait to that game, and when you come back on here the next day.
That's going to be a thrashing. We're going to beat the
Woo!
brakes off Houston.
Oh my goodness! Oh, you know what? Okay, I don't have to mark that on my calendar just so I can still. And I'm not going because y'all know I'm going to tell y'all what bishops do when when Philadelphia loses. Bishop does not answer the phone. We don't see him. When he does not answer the phone. I called him about something completely different, and the dude did not answer the phone. I wasn't even going to say anything about the Eagles losing. He did not answer the phone when I called. I didn't see him until he got on the show. I didn't hear from him until he got on the show. So when Bishop loses, he does not answer the phone. So just know if y'all say he don't answer, he doesn't answer social media messages. He doesn't answer. He don't answer comments and like he doesn't answer the phone.
Bro. Stop it,
So
bro.
just know that if the Eagles lose, you're not going to hear from him. So I mean,
stop it.
10 games,
Ron, don't
losing,
laugh at
that's
that.
10 times.
Ron, don't laugh
You're not
at
going
that,
to hear
bro.
from this dude. Dude don't answer the phone. Man.
Don't laugh at that, Ron.
So again, just be prepared. So Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
It's the oldest team, second oldest,
in the league.
second oldest team in the league. Average 27. New England.
Oh.
New England is the oldest. Only by like 27.6 or something like that, 27.5. But it's not much. It's only a little. So the second oldest team in the league is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, two things come from this. One, of course, you look at it like, okay, they're not the first, so why is this even being said? Because no one's talking about New England. That's why. No one's talking about New England. Everyone's talking about Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is going to do this. Tampa Bay is going to do that. Even Vita Vea, defensive lineman from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, stated that they have a greater hunger after an early exit. What early exit? So what we're saying is
they came out the playoffs early.
The game. So okay, so you're telling me that you have to complete the playoffs to go to the Super Bowl to consider it not an early exit? Like they were the second. They were the second game, the game before the conference championship. That's not an early exit in my opinion.
That is an early exit. That's still if you didn't make it to the big game, it's an early exit. It's you left early. The game there was games still to be played. You left early.
The second round could not be considered an early exit.
Yes, it is. If you didn't make it to the final, it's early. There's not late. It's early. You didn't make it to the finals. It's early. It's not late.
Oh, you know what? Speaking about New England, because the Bishop is on that, Speaking of New England, do you know that New England released the Eric King,
Who is
the quarterback from Miami that was looking to be a slash?
Oh, yeah, because that's not Bill Belichick's thing.
Derek, get your agent. Come on over to San Francisco.
What's the difference between him and Trey Lance?
He doesn't need to come there and be the quarterback. He can come there and be the role in which Debo doesn't want to play is the role he can play.
Why would you need two Debos? You can't share the ball that much.
Listen, Debo does not want to be in the system as a running back. However, Derek King will be because he started out as a wide receiver in Houston. Then he switched to the quarterback, in which he became very, very, very successful in doing so. And then he was asked to go back to becoming a wide receiver, in which he didn't want to do. So he sat out and redshirted. And then during the redshirt season, he transferred to Miami, which he was the quarterback for a season. And then he got injured. And then now
obviously he wants to be the quarterback.
No, obviously he wants to be a weapon because he when he
No,
went
you just
when he
said he
went
sat out because he didn't want to be a receiver.
he didn't want to be
So
a receiver.
therefore, he
He didn't want to
wants to
be a
be a
receiver in
quarterback.
Houston. He didn't want to be a receiver
It
in
don't matter.
Houston.
He don't want to be a receiver. Period.
He again when he went to the combine, he worked out as a quarter. He didn't work out as a quarterback. He worked out as a receiver.
Okay, so
So he wants to.
again, so he's coming to San Francisco to be what then?
To be what Debo doesn't want to be.
What?
Debo doesn't want to play the role. Doesn't want to have the touches as a running back. Derek
Go
King,
go
I'm
go.
very sure, is
Derek
willing
can
to do
go on
that.
over there. It don't matter. Y'all
Yeah,
still gonna
come on,
lose.
come
It
on,
don't matter.
come
Yeah,
on.
y'all still gonna lose. It don't matter.
Yeah,
Go
y'all gonna
on
lose to
over there.
Houston too. Matter of fact, go to Houston so he can see you play. So every next time I say Derek King, he knows exactly who you are because you did this to him. Go to
Obviously,
Houston.
he ain't do too much because I don't know too much about him, so he ain't do a
Just
whole lot.
go back home to Houston. Go to Houston so you can show him who you are, Derek. Derek, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I like you in San Francisco,
No,
but I would
go to
so much better want you to be in
go
Houston.
no go
So
to the
when
no.
y'all play
Yes, go
Philadelphia,
to Houston and
so when
then
y'all play
blow
Philadelphia,
49ers out when you get
so
there.
when they
Go
go to
blow the 49ers
Philadelphia,
out when you get there
so when they go
in
to
that preseason
Philadelphia,
game.
he goes to see the Philadelphia Eagles play, and he sees you running all over the place. Like, who is this dude, Derek King? Yeah, and then look at him, just like how they did. On remember, he said before the games he liked looking at movies, so he knows the remember the Titans. So that way, when you blowing them out, he's like, who is he? You just show up with the ball and just point it at him, and then drop it, and then keep it moving. That's all you want. That's what you do, Derek.
We gonna see. The good thing is if he goes to Houston, we gonna see what he's about when he plays the 49ers in a preseason game. I'm just saying. But go to the 49ers. I mean, good luck. It ain't like it's not like you gonna be
Anthony Price, this is a good question. I don't know. So think about it. What's his name? What's the redhead tight end from? He was with the Saints. Uh, Graham.
uh yeah,
Graham.
Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham. Remember, Jimmy Graham tried to do that situation where he wanted to ask for more money because he felt like he was a tight end, but he was used as a wide receiver. So he figured he should have got more money, in which it became a stalemate. He sat out for a little bit. He ended up coming back and still got paid as a tight end. And then next, he was out the next year. I think that's the same. That would be the same premise when you look at a wide receiver that does a lot of running back. You can't be like at this point, running backs aren't as valuable as they were before. The wide receiver is more value, as you see with wide receivers getting 20 million a year and stuff like that. So I would think that you're not going to get paid anymore. It's just a part of the offense in which you run. And for the most part, it might get you paid more as a wide receiver as opposed to that hybrid of a wide receiver and running back. In just my opinion, I don't know what Bishop take on it is.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's getting paid more because they're playing dual positions. I don't think Dion got paid anymore for being a wide receiver, playing wide receiver slash DB. I don't think.
Yeah, I think it played more for the talent as opposed to the position.
Right. In my opinion, I agree.
So, lastly, before we get into this NCAA, because we got some topics in double in college football, which probably take us out. So, of course, shout out to Vince Wilfork as he has been voted into the New England Patriots Hall of Fame in his first
Yeah, and
year
was he worth it,
eligibility.
Anthony?
Well, he
Was he
got
worth
paid
it?
for it, even
Was
though
he
they
worth
tried to
it?
say that they tried to pay him as a quarterback, as a backup quarterback. He got paid for it. Now he's a tight end.
Hmm. What you were saying?
Vince Wilfork has been voted into the Patriots Hall of Fame on his first look as an inductee for a first look at eligibility. So he will be inducted into the Hall of Fame this year for the Patriots. On the
Hmm.
Patriots Hall of Fame, not the regular Hall of Fame, the Patriots Hall of Fame. I don't know if he's a first year balloter for the NFL Hall of Fame, but he is going to the Patriots Hall of Fame.
Hmm.
So, of course, if anyone, especially E2G personnel, Sarah, I don't know if he's still on there, is Vince Wilfork deserving of the Patriots uh, first ballot Hall of Fame? Of course, let us know in the comments. So, Bishop,
Hmm.
college football. We love college football.
That
Football in
we do.
general, but college football, flag football,
Mhm,
college football,
mhm.
professional football. I'm trying to get into the spring football. So a couple of things came up. First and foremost, uh, last year's defending last year's champions, uh, the University of Georgia Bulldogs,
Mhm.
have basically secured. They already had a recruit. Marcus Washington Jr. had already basically committed to the Bulldogs for next year.
Okay.
But he goes and he reclassifies, which means now he will be joining the team for this year, as he is a part of this year's graduating class. Um, he is a number 84 on the ESPN's 300 top 300 quarterbacks, and he is the 10th quarterback in the class. So he's number 84 overall, 10th cornerback in the class. What do you say about, and if you had a kid, or if even if yourself, if you was at that time back in that day, would you reclassify to um, get to the college earlier, or would you go ahead and utilize your last year to kind of like build your profile and then go ahead and go, or would you go ahead and reclassify and go ahead and
Whatever
go?
it takes to get in.
Mm,
You do
mm.
whatever it takes to get in.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter. You do whatever it takes to get in.
You don't think it's a situation where you have to incubate a little more and kind of wait
Mm-mm.
and be like, okay, okay,
Uh-uh. Do what you have to do to get in. If you have to change your situation, your position, and whatnot, or whatever, do that. But what do you do what you have to do to get in, to get your
okay,
foot in the door? That's what anything.
okay.
A lot of
All
times that's what anything. If you feel like you want to, if you really want that position, or you really want to be there and get into that job or whatever it may be,
right.
you'll do whatever it takes to get there.
Okay, okay. I got you. I feel you. So going into this, the college foot, the deeper into college football, as you know, in which Bishop, I'm very sure you will be appreciative of this. They released the HBC released their major matchups for the college year. 6 major matchups. Um, September 3rd, Georgia will be playing at Oregon. Let's go Ducks. Uh,
Wait a minute. Wait, what did you say? You said HBCU did what?
no, I said they ABC released their major matchups for a that
Oh,
they go for the prime time matchups.
oh, okay.
So six total games, which one is September 3rd. Well, 2 of them are September 3rd. Actually, 3 of them for that weekend. So the first weekend in January, September, um, right before we travel to DC.
DC.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you have Georgia versus the Oregon Ducks, and I was like, let's go Ducks. The only time in which
Georgia,
I'm going
please.
to. Well, you know what? Matter of fact, nah, maybe Georgia. Yeah, Georgia.
Maybe.
Let's go Georgia. Let's go
Yeah,
Georgia.
Georgia. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't need Oregon with a W. I
They're gonna
don't
get
need
a
Oregon with a
they're
W.
gonna get a they're gonna get a they're gonna get an L anyway. They in the
So
weak conference.
so
But go
my nigga. So
ahead.
so Georgia versus Oregon. Of course, like I said, there's no skin off my back with Georgia winning that.
Bulldog.
We'll pay them off and play them later down the line. Notre Dame at Ohio State. Let's go Buckeyes.
Ohio
I
State.
rock with them. Yeah,
Bucks.
yeah, I rock with the
Buckeyes. Let's
Buckeyes.
go.
September 3rd, and then the following on, I guess that's a Sunday. Florida State against LSU.
Ooh,
Mm,
that's a good one.
Florida State
That's a good
LSU.
one. Because
Uh,
Florida State definitely ain't the team. The Florida State of old, and LSU, they had abysmal season last season. So yeah,
but Kelly's back, so we'll see. Of course, on the 24th, you have Wisconsin at Ohio State, which we'll see how Wisconsin is later in the season as they do. On the 25th, November 25th, Florida at Florida State as you get the matchup.
Florida at Florida
Yeah,
State.
Florida, yeah,
Games.
and then of course you have the Red River Shootout, Texas against Oklahoma.
You already know. Boomer
So that
Sooners.
game will be October 8th, the Red River Shootout.
I gotta
Uh,
make it to one of the, I have yet to be at the to
any other shootouts in the
yeah,
Cotton Bowl?
I've never been. Never
Hmm.
been. I
Might
want.
have
I
to,
want to go.
might have to make that happen. I might go
Yeah.
there just so I could heckle the hell out of you.
I don't. I don't know why. We finna take. We definitely gonna win. But anyway,
Really?
yeah. Come on, bro.
Okay.
We gonna
Wishful
thrash them
thinking.
boys.
Wishful thinking.
Brett Venables. We
Oh,
finna
it
thrash
sounds
them
good.
boys.
It briefs well. You know what? Just wait, because I got a little something later on down the line, which you gonna be
Where's
like, wait,
Michigan?
how?
Who cares about Michigan, Ron?
Michigan isn't in the top game, evidently, Ron, for
Come
ABC.
on, yeah. Come on, bro.
And that's saying something because usually Notre Dame is on CBS. Like y'all let Notre Dame come and scoop y'all out of a game.
It's Michigan. It's Michigan. Come on, man.
But don't worry, Ron. Just wait. Just wait. Just you on here. Just wait. Something later on will say that you're
Michigan
gonna
ain't been
probably be
none
like,
since
"Yo,
Desmond Howard.
this guy, man." So if you haven't heard, and which is probably going to be a little extensive conversation, Lane Kiffin and now Nick Saban have basically both called out Jimbo Fisher and the Texas A&M for buying top draft classes through the NIL deals. Saban stated that Alabama did not buy a single student athlete, but believes that it is not a sustainable model that they can keep because everyone else is starting to do it now. Now, it's not to say that Alabama did not utilize NILs because 25 players from Alabama last year accumulated for $3 million in NILs. But however, the NIL has been relevant. Of course, Nick Saban even called out Coach Prime, in which he stated like they pay $1 million for the top draft choice or for the number one draft pick for the 2022 season. So Alabama stated that they can't sustain in doing this, and that is going to start to cause a problem because it's being used as a recruiting tool. So Bishop,
Mm-hmm.
what have you said about to this? This Nick Saban calling out Coach Jimbo Fisher because 2 years in a row he's had the top recruiting class. Due to NIL this year due to NIL buying call and say they're buying players with the NIL deals.
Do what you got to do to get it done to get the players you need. Hey,
It's like, hey, you get down and lay down, huh?
yeah, get
Don't
down
sit
later.
there.
One
Don't
of the
sit there
two.
talking about how you not going to do it because you're losing. It's a legal tactic.
Yeah.
But Lane Kiffin said that that Texas A&M was going to incur a huge luxury tax for all the players that they playing.
Lane Kiffin said what?
That Texas A&M is going to incur a huge luxury tax on the players that they playing. So all of them are calling out Jimbo Fisher, stating that hey, he's over there doing this. He got the top class, not top. He got 24 of the top 300 ESPN 300 players on his roster. That's on his roster. The next closest person is Alabama with 19.
Well,
Michigan, USC, or Oklahoma is nowhere in that in there.
it don't matter. We don't need it. We don't need to be in there.
You don't think so?
No, for what? We're good.
You're not
We'll
good,
make
Bishop.
those guys.
Y'all, really
Those guys
y'all,
under the Oklahoma program will make a name for themselves this
y'all
season.
gonna
Don't worry.
y'all gonna be trash this year, Bishop. I'm sorry. I'm just letting you
You
know
was
that.
out your rabbit, bro.
Y'all
If
gonna
you
be
don't
trash
stop,
this year.
bro. If you don't stop,
I'm not gonna say the whole time. I'm just calling y'all trash. I'm just saying this year y'all gonna be trash.
we
And
are
then
not. And what? Okay, hold on.
I hope y'all
Let
make
me
up
let me hear
enough
what trash is.
first.
Let me hear what trash is. What's considered trash? I want to hear because I don't want to. I don't want to be no. I don't want to hear. I don't want.
Trash.
Yeah, he trying to shoot. Corey. He trying to shoot. But I want to hear what is considered trash. I'm listening. So because when we if we
5-7.
surpass that, excuse
Five
me.
and seven. Five
Oh
and
my.
seven. 5-7.
7 losses? Are you
7 losses.
freaking kidding me?
Wait, I haven't
Bro,
even looked at your schedule.
let
Wait, let
me
me see.
see. Hold on,
Let me
let
look
me
at
do
your
some
schedule.
research. When was the last time we had? When was the last time the Sooners had a losing season? Jesus, y'all probably had one more recently than we have, to be
We
honest.
did. We did. I wouldn't even
but you gonna
lie to
call
you.
us trash?
Yes, because we're not going to be trash.
Y'all gonna be trash. But then
So
again,
y'all, y'all
how
got,
can y'all
y'all got,
how can y'all not, how can y'all be not how can y'all not be good when y'all in the weakest conference in the league, really?
y'all got UTEP.
Right?
Okay.
Blowout.
Kent State,
Blowout.
Nebraska.
Blowout.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
three.
you got 5 wins. So yeah, Kansas
That's three
State,
right there. Who?
Kansas State,
Blowout.
Oklahoma. TCU loss.
Blowout. No, TCU.
Kansas,
Blowout.
Kansas. So okay, maybe 6-6.
Six.
Then y'all got Texas, Ohio
Blowout.
State, West
Who?
Virginia, Baylor,
Blowout.
Texas Tech, and Oklahoma State. Six
Oh
and
yeah.
six.
You
Six and
out your
six.
boy. Stop it.
6-6.
Last time.
6-6.
This dude here is on some. You say that because that conference that USC in is trash.
Don't act like you don't know who our conference is. Stop it.
And
So
it's not worth mentioning. That's
so back to what we were saying, like 25. Thank Professor. Tell him he was. It'd be your own people that want to sit up and omit the fact that this is it gets pretty choppy towards the end. Ohio State, Oklahoma State, West Virginia, Baylor, TCU. Come on, bruh.
bro.
Stop
Ooh,
it.
that schedule got real to the. No, it didn't get real, bro. Y'all better
Okay.
recognize, bro.
Okay.
Let's see. The last time
When
Oklahoma
he's
Sooners.
not coming on the air after Oklahoma and the Eagles are losing, we'll know.
The last time. I need you pay attention, Ron, Corey, anybody else that's watching. The last time the Oklahoma Boomer Sooners had a losing season, I was 17. I'm sorry. No, I wasn't. I was 27. I was
Well, now you're 51 and
27
it's gonna
years
happen
old.
again.
1998. They went 5-6, and they barely had a losing season. They was 5-6. That's the last time. 1998. Almost 30 years ago. I mean, I was 27, but I'm saying, bro. And we go, man, you stop.
And see, I was just looking here. I am looking at LSU's season, right? And which y'all in 2
we lost
years,
our head coach. What that got to do with the price of tea in China, Corey?
in 3 years, y'all be in 3 years y'all be in the SEC,
right?
So I'm looking at LSU's schedule because they have the marquee game on the 4th against. They play, and this is presumably y'all same schedule potentially. They play Florida State.
Win for us.
They play Southern University.
Win for us.
They play Southern University. They play Mississippi State.
Win for us.
New Mexico.
Win for us.
Auburn.
Win for us.
Tennessee.
Win for us. We beat them many times.
Florida.
Win for us.
Mississippi.
Win for us.
Alabama.
That might
Arkansas.
be a problem. Win for us.
UAB.
Win for us.
And Texas A&M.
Win for us. Come on, bro.
Stop it, bruh.
What? That's bro. You
can't be serious. You cannot be serious,
bro. That is a bro. Like I said, the last time we had a losing season was 1998. 1998 was the last time we had a losing season.
Oh my god,
bro.
Oh my god.
Stop it, man.
You gotta be. Y'all are going to get.
We have some of the. We are one of the few.
Smacked around in the SEC. Oh my goodness.
Kill.
The only people
that schedule you just
you know what?
schedule you just named off, bro. That lineup you just named off, bro, we win in 8 of those games.
Stop
We just beat
it.
Florida. We just beat Florida for the bowl game 2 years ago. We just beat them in the bowl game. I went to the game, beat the brakes off of Florida. Come on, bro.
You know what? Okay,
Come on, bro.
okay. I
Like
will give you
we
that.
beat these. We
But
beat teams. We beat teams.
in your own
The
words,
only team that you named off was Alabama, which was suspect.
However, comma, that was with Lincoln Riley. Y'all have Brent Venables now.
Y'all keep forgetting Lincoln is finna show you, man. Lincoln ain't all that, man. Hold on.
If now he ain't all that because y'all. Now
no. This is what I'm saying. Y'all say, that's when Lincoln Riley. First and foremost, I need y'all to understand something. Lincoln Riley did not win a national championship. Not one in Oklahoma.
But he kept y'all relevant.
Barry Switzer did. Lincoln Riley came into a program that was already winning before there was a Lincoln Riley. Mind you, Barry Switzer,
but he kept it going.
Hold on, Barry Switzer, as well as I'm sorry, I'm saying Barry Switzer, but
talking about Stoops.
Bob Stoops. Barry Switzer, Bob Stoops is one of the ones who gave Oklahoma their name, who made them a powerhouse team. Barry Switzer left Oklahoma, won championships with Oklahoma, went to the NFL and won an NFL championship as well. So don't bring Lincoln Riley even into the situation. Yeah, he won some games for us. Got it. But he never won the big game. So it really doesn't matter what Lincoln Riley did because he never won a national championship. Never.
Oh, wait for it. Don't worry. He's going to produce one. So
not out there at USC, he not. Not at USC.
The SEC. So listen, the SEC.
Not in USC, he not.
The SEC, I'm going to name the teams in the SEC in which Texas and Oklahoma is being added into, and I'm going to tell you where they fall in the pecking order. So you have Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, Kentucky, Missouri is the SEC East.
We dominate. They better not put us in the East. They better not put us.
Don't you dare!
Wait,
don't
are
you
really
dare!
seriously?
Hold
on.
What I need you to do.
Name the SEC East again. Name the SEC East again.
Tennessee
beat them already.
Georgia,
we beat them in the regular season. Go ahead.
Georgia, Florida, South Carolina,
beat Florida,
Kentucky, and Missouri.
Missouri used to be in the Big 12. We ran them out of the Big 12. Kentucky, really? Bruh, they better not put us in the South. They better not put us in the East.
If they put Oklahoma in the East, y'all the fourth best team in the East.
You the fourth? Who's above us in the East?
Georgia, Florida, and South Carolina.
We just beat Florida.
And you're lucky Rattler going to be gone by the time y'all get to the SEC.
We just beat Florida in a bowl game 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yes. 2 years ago.
Different coach.
It don't matter. Same team. Don't matter. Same team. So don't put Florida above us because we beat them last.
Dylan.
Don't put
Dylan
is nice. Put Florida above
That's
us.
That's the only thing I got.
You can't
Dylan
put Florida
nice.
above us because we beat them last. You can't put Florida above because we beat them last. I'll give you you said Georgia, who else is above us?
Georgia, Florida, and South Carolina.
Georgia. You can't get South Carolina? Bro, please. They ain't been nothing since
Tennessee. I would even give Tennessee maybe, but okay.
Bro, we already beat Tennessee. We just beat Tennessee 3 years ago, during the regular season. Tennessee is nothing. Tennessee's nothing. They better not put us in the They better not put us in the East. We running amok in the East. Okay, and who's out west?
In the West, you have I can't wait to hear what you say. You have Arkansas
beating them,
Texas A&M
beating them,
Auburn,
beating
LSU,
beating
Ole Miss, Alabama, Mississippi State. Y'all might be 8 or 9 in the West.
You out your rabbit, bruh. Hey man, thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate
y'all tell this man. So everyone don't get quiet now. Go ahead and let them know. Like you can't be serious, bro. When y'all get to the SEC, y'all gonna get.
You said 8.
Crumbed.
Wait a minute. How many teams are in the SEC West?
8.
and you got us last. You out your rabbit, boy. This dude here is on. Hey, whoever.
It's best
Hey,
they put y'all in the
if
East.
Trey's boss is on here right now, I need y'all to give him a urinalysis. I need y'all to check him because he's smoking. He's
This
smoking. He owns something, bro. I'm
Texas
telling you.
A&M,
We gonna
Auburn,
pull up
LSU,
last? You
Alabama.
crazy.
Okay, 5 or 6.
5 or 6?
Yes, 5 or 6. Which in
Who's
any
above us?
case, I
Who's
just said
above us?
Texas A&M, Auburn,
They're not.
LSU, and
Texas
Ole
A&M
Miss,
used to be in the
and
Big 12.
Alabama, and
How
Alabama.
you keep naming teams that was in the Big 12 and we ran through them? Texas A&M used to be in the Big 12. We ran through them. Who else? I'm listening.
That was prior to Jimbo Fisher and his 2 years of top
Oh
recruiting
my
classes.
God, bro. Okay, let me ask you
We're
this.
not going to act like
Let me ask
Texas.
you
We're
this.
not going to act like Texas A&M was just number 6 in last year's CFP before they lost those 2
When the last
games.
time? Don't worry. Oh, okay. Got you this. Okay, tell me this. When the last time Texas A&M won a national championship?
They haven't.
Okay, thank you. Next team.
LSU.
Okay, we know LSU. They on a downfall. Bad.
But they have a
had a
new
losing
coach.
season.
They
They
have
had
a
a
new
losing.
coach.
They had a losing season. Our
They
last
have a
losing
new
season was
coach.
19. Our last losing season was 1998. They just had a losing season. Next team.
Alabama.
We already know about Alabama. I give that. I give
Auburn.
Auburn. When was the last national championship they won? About 3-4 years ago.
No, it was before. It was when Cam. So he's been in the
It's been a
league.
minute.
So at least 7, 8. Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah.
It's been a minute. Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
and
Next.
Ole Miss.
Woo! When the last time Ole Miss did anything?
They gonna do something against Oklahoma?
See, not what they gonna do. You can't tell me what they gonna do. When the last time Ole Miss won a national championship, or have they? Ole Miss ain't been done since Eli Manning. Really?
And
Stop it, bro.
so just
Ooh.
off that alone, bruh, Georgia, Florida,
Florida, you keep
Alabama,
adding Florida.
Texas A&M, LSU,
No,
y'all
you keep
out
adding
of
beaten.
16, then to be 18 teams, y'all may be middle of the pack. Y'all not.
No,
Yes.
we in the top. Put it like this: we are definitely in the top 5 without question.
What?
Without question. Without question. I can't wait till we get into the
Top
SEC.
5.
We in the top 5 without question. Only teams that are above us possibly are, and I mean Alabama, Georgia.
What was your record last year?
Last year we was, what was we? We lost what, 2 games, 3 games last year? Let me see. Hold on. I think we lost 2 because we lost to Oklahoma State. We lost Oklahoma State. We lost to Baylor. I think we lost 3 games, and I think we lost 1 other game. Yeah, I think it's 3. Hold on. Let me see. I'm finna tell you right now. This dude is
So y'all
smoking,
was second
bro.
in the Big 12 last year.
Yeah, second last year. But look at where we was the year before that. We was 1. The year before that, we was 1. Like, come on, bro. That's why we moving. We tired of dominating the Big 12.
Stupid, man.
We tired of dominating the Big 12.
Oh my goodness. What was their schedule? What's their record last year?
We were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we lost 4 games last year.
4 games.
Yeah, we lost
Yes,
4.
y'all was
1,
7th.
2,
Well, no, not
3,
7th.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, we lost 4 games last year.
So y'all lost 4 games last year.
Yeah, we lost to Iowa State, West Virginia, TCU. Oh, and we did lose to Kansas.
Y'all was 8-4, right?
Mm-hmm.
8-4.
Mm-hmm.
8-4 against the Big 12. So
Mm-hmm.
8-4 against the Big 12.
And we still,
if
and,
y'all
and
was
we
in
still,
the SEC,
and
y'all
we
would
was
have
still,
been 1, 2,
and we no,
1,
and we
2,
was third, and we was third in the Big
3,
12.
4,
We
5.
wasn't second.
So in the Big 12,
Mm-hmm.
that record in the Big 12, which is in the SEC, that record in the Big 12, y'all would have been You said 8-4. Y'all would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y'all would have been tied for 6.
Tied for 6. How's that?
Yes, because Georgia was 14-1, Alabama was 13-2, Kentucky was 10-3, Ole Miss was 10-3, Arkansas was 9-4. Y'all would have been tied with Texas A&M at 8-4. The same teams in which I stated that would be over y'all. That would have been what
1,
y'all record
2,
with.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, we would have been tied for 6.
Tied for 6, yes. You would
Yeah,
have been tied
tied
for
for
6
6.
with that.
Out of
The
how many teams?
record
1,
that
2,
you got,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
it would be
14
18.
teams.
It would be 18. It would be 18. I mean, 16 teams come because you and Texas going over. So
Right.
y'all would be, and like I said, y'all would have been middle of
Above,
the
we
pack.
would, and I said we was top 5. I said top 5. We was so 6.
Tied for 6.
So 6. I said top 5.
6 or 7th.
I said no, ain't 6
6
or
or
7.
7th.
It's 6. It ain't no 6 or 7. Tied for first. Hold on, man. What you? What's this whole whack 12 over here?
So hold on before you go there, because I have two more things.
Y'all was 3-6, and you had a nerve to talk about us. 3-6 in the whack
12. We had a bad season. Here's the reason why we don't have a coach. We fired the coach in the season.
Y'all was, bruh. Don't you ever in your rabbit, man?
I didn't say it's a different. Of course, everything has changed.
No. What you did say is that y'all was gonna win the championship. You did say
I
y'all
did say that.
That's
we're gonna win the Pac-12 championship. Yeah, we're going to the Pac-12 championship.
That's not gonna happen.
We're
y'all
gonna
not
win the
gonna
Pac-12
beat
championship.
Y'all not gonna beat Washington.
We don't have, we only have to beat Utah. That's it. That's the biggest problem.
Y'all not gonna beat Utah. Y'all not gonna beat UCLA. Y'all not gonna beat Arizona State.
What has happened, in which I said, you know what? I'm not gonna even allow you to lure me into that.
Y'all not gonna do this, man. This dude here got the nerve.
The NCAA.
He has the audacity.
So you're calling me Patrick Beverly right now? That's what you're doing?
I really am. Yes, Pat. Yes, I really am. I really am.
Trey Bev.
Yeah. You have the audacity, and these dudes only won 3 games.
It was for one. We went through 3 quarterbacks. So let's not act
like. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? That ain't our fault.
They got injured.
So whose fault is that? That means your line ain't protecting them. Whose fault is that?
Consistently produce old linemen. So let's not act like this. You know what? I'm not going to even let you draw me in. So the NCAA, the Division I Council, has basically relaxed the regulations on conference divisions, which means now the conference divisions are able to go forth and remove the division games and just play for the most part. In which now the Pac-12 is the first out there. As soon as they announced that they relaxed the regulations, the Pac-12 has already stated for the 2022 season that they're going to go ahead and play without divisions, which means the top 2 percentages, the top 2 percentage wins are going to play for the conference title.
Ooh.
Of course, it's expected that, as we talked about the other day, that Auburn is going to follow suit and they're going to eliminate their divisions, in which they're most likely going to do that in 2023, where they're hoping to go with the 3-5-5 model, in which you play 3 permanent teams for the year, and then you alternate the 2 years with the 5 teams additionally.
At the end of the season, y'all on a 4-game losing streak. Oh my gosh, bro. These cats here. So if they get rid of y'all division, the Pac-12 South and the Pac-12 North, y'all down there with Colorado, who used to be in the Big 12, and they ran over there and still getting thrashed. Washington, Stanford, Ivy League, and Arizona.
Ivy League.
We're
good. We're good.
Y'all not good. Y'all really not.
Pretty good. I can watch it. So
y'all had the longest losing streak outside of Washington.
Again, we didn't have a coach.
Y'all still don't.
Best coaches in college football right now. Right now, as a 24/7 stated, the best coaches in college football. They gave the top 20. Guess who the top 10 is? Who's in the top 10? Who do you think is in the top 10? Best coach. Don't worry, I'll tell you. Number 10, Ohio State. Oklahoma State's Mike Gundy. You know
Mike
him well.
Gundy.
You know him well, Bishop. Number
Of
10.
course.
Number
We beat him
9.
enough times, yeah.
Number 9, Michigan's Jim Harbaugh.
Makes sense.
Number 8, Utah's Kyle Whittingham. Number 7, newly appointed LSU Brian Kelly. Number 6, 9, Ron. Number 6, Ryan Day, Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, Jimbo Fisher, Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Lincoln Riley, the
all because of what he
USC
done in Oklahoma.
Trojans.
All because of what he done in Oklahoma.
Number 3,
all that's gonna change.
Dabo Sweeney, Clemson. Number 2, Kirby Smart from Georgia, of course.
And of course,
number 1, Nick
the
Saban. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear Brent Venables anywhere in there.
He just got there.
But he still can be. So Lincoln Riley just got there.
So Lincoln Riley got it. Brett, where was Brett coaching at before that? Before Oklahoma,
he was in
coaching.
Head coach. He wasn't head coaching, no.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
But still, he can be considered. No. He's a coach. He's a coach.
No, the 2 coaches you're talking about that are in that were head coaches from where they came from. Brett Venables was not a head coach. That's why they're able to be put into that.
Additionally,
no.
Let's go back. It was like I said, it was a top 20. So let me give you the other half or the bottom half of the 20.
It don't matter as long as Brett Venables
North Carolina's
head coach. It don't matter.
Brett Venables, but he's a coach now, and
you can't go. He has no record. No record.
Venables has been a head coach before. He hasn't been a head coach lately. He's been a head coach before.
Where was he the head coach at?
Matt Brown. You can't even beat out Matt Brown's Matt Brown, North Carolina. Mario
came from Texas. The Big 12.
Yes, he's in North Carolina now. He's
hold on. Out of them 20. Hold on. Out of them 20. Go ahead. That was 20, right?
19. Number 19, Mario Cristobal.
What school?
He's in Miami.
Okay, keep going.
He came from Washington. No, he came from Oregon. Number 18, Lane Kiffin, Ole Miss.
Okay.
Number 17, Dave Clawson, Wake Forest.
Okay.
Number 16, Mark Stoops, Kentucky. Problems. Number 15, James Franklin, Penn State. Number 14, Paul Chris, Wisconsin. 13, Kirk Ferentz, Iowa. 12, Matt Campbell, Iowa State. And number 11, Dave Arenada, Baylor.
Now, mind you, did y'all hear any coach that was out of?
That's the Pac-12. I always goes technically, yes, you did.
No, you did not hear. You did not hear one coach. You did not hear one coach that was out of USC. You did not hear one coach that was a former coach out of USC. You did not hear one.
Because a former coach out of USC is in Texas. He's not the top. He's not at the top, but we all know Sarkisian.
So my point exactly. Again, you did not hear a USC coach in that. You did not. Only USC coach you heard. The only USC coach you heard was who? Lincoln Riley, because of what he's done in Oklahoma. Not anything he can't. You can't speak of what he's done in USC because he ain't done that.
We didn't hear a single coach from Oklahoma either. Now, did we?
Yes, we did. We heard
Stoops.
No.
We heard
Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley was from Oklahoma. He hasn't done nothing in USC. You can't count that.
You just said Lincoln Riley ain't done nothing for Oklahoma when he was there.
I just said he won he couldn't. I said he didn't win the big game. I did not say he didn't do anything. I said he couldn't win the big game for Oklahoma.
You know what he's saying to Oklahoma? Hold my beer. Watch me do this thing with USC.
We're going to see. But as you saw, y'all heard, he did not say anything of a USC coach one time. Not once. You heard 2 Oklahoma coaches.
Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin was
Lane Kiffin was the USC coach before Sarkisian. Sarkisian got the job after Lane Kiffin. Then Sarkisian got fired.
Is Sarkisian on the list?
That's what helped.
Is Sarkisian on the list?
No, he's not. Lane Kiffin is.
Oh, okay.
Lane Kiffin is.
Lane Kiffin's on there because of what he's done recently, not because of what he did at USC. He's down there because of what he's done
He
recently,
has a
not what he did at
job.
USC.
He has a job because of what he did at USC, which allowed him because he left USC and went to
Because he couldn't win. Because he couldn't win.
he left USC and
Because he couldn't win.
went to Alabama.
Because he couldn't win.
He
At
won in
USC.
Alabama. Then he went to FIU. He
Why
left
couldn't he win at
FIU.
USC?
He left FIU.
Why he couldn't win at
and
USC?
He left FIU and then now he's in Ole Miss.
See, he can't answer that. Why he couldn't win at USC? Y'all heard what he said? He left USC to go to Alabama.
They fired him because he didn't win.
Why? Because USC trash. Don't worry. Because they trash. They trash. That's why. Don't worry about it. They trash. I'll help you. They trash.
He won. He won what? He was the last. That was the last time they run. I mean, no, it was the last time. He won a couple of bowls when he was in USC.
Bowls, national championship. Don't worry, I'll wait.
No, he hasn't. We haven't won a national championship.
Lincoln Riley done won bowl games.
Yeah, but he didn't win a national championship.
Lincoln Riley done won bowl games for us.
Clay Helton
won bowl games for us.
Clay Helton even won a bowl game for us. Like that. Like we've won bowl games.
Bowl games ain't nothing. Bowl games really ain't nothing. Lincoln Riley done won bowl games for us.
So has Clay Helton. So has Steve. So we've won bowl games, top tier bowl games at that. That's not forgetting.
What's the last top tier bowl game y'all won?
We won with what was that? It was the Rose Bowl.
When? I said.
It was 3 years ago. It was like 3 or 4 years ago.
3 or 4 years ago.
I can simply tell you, last bowl game.
3 or 4 years ago.
So we can get up out here.
3 or 4 years ago, they won a bowl game. Let's see. Let me do this. When was the last time them boys won a when was the last time?
The Rose Bowl. My fault. In 2004.
When was it?
2004. No, that's not it. That's not right.
2004.
That's not right. Because they won it. They won it with
2000. Oh, the internet line now, right?
Yeah, they is line. I can tell you exactly. The last bowl game we won was the last major bowl game we won was a Rose Bowl in 2017 against Penn State.
Ooh, 2017.
And then we lost. Lost the Cotton Bowl Classic against Ohio State in 2000. Correction, we won in 2016.
It's going further back.
No, it's 2016 because I was looking at the next one.
You said 2017 at first though, but
because it was January 2nd, but it was for the 2016 season.
16 season, right? I got you. I'm following.
So we won 2016. We lost the Cotton Bowl Classic in 2017 to Ohio State 7-24, and then we lost the Holiday Bowl 2019 versus Iowa.
Holiday Bowl is not a major bowl.
No, it's not. I'm saying I'm just giving you the bowls.
You tried it though.
Classic,
you tried it, but no, it's
not.
We
know the Classic. We know the Holiday Bowl is not, but the Cotton Bowl and the Rose Bowl was the last two major bowls we played in.
And y'all was 1-1.
We won. Yeah, we was 1-1.
Okay, don't worry. Okay. 2016. What year we in? 2022.
Yeah, 6 years ago.
Woo, man! In 6 years, a lot has happened.
Yes, it has.
Yeah. Trash. Y'all know. Come on.
Oh, don't forget about the 2004 BCS championship. We won 55-19 over Oklahoma. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. I was in Texas.
2004. Oh wow. Get him run. Get him run. I said that's a long. That's long.
I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that.
Might as well say a dick.
My reason for saying it is that Oklahoma is not Michigan either. Honestly, Oklahoma, like, didn't y'all just get celebrated because y'all won? Y'all finally beat Ohio State. Let's come on now. Let's not. You know what? That's our time. That's our time for the day.
It's time to get off. Yeah, I agree.
It's our time for the day. As Ron will be on tomorrow. I think it maybe even
we'll give him
might even have Cornelius Cole on tomorrow.
You gonna give him that smoke tomorrow?
Yes, because Ron.
Ron,
Oh
he said he
yeah,
bringing that
You
smoke
gonna
to
say
you
I'm
tomorrow.
gonna pull? I'll pull it up all the receipts. Like I put up all the
He
receipts.
pulling up all the receipts.
Let's not Michigan. Matter of fact, we just speaking on the 2006 Michigan Rose Bowl. USC smashed them 32-18. Like it's like all the receipts. See the other ones.
He
Yes,
gonna
we
have
are.
he
Yes,
gonna
we
have
are
firepower
continuing
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
Ron.
Yes,
Ron,
I'll pull up all the receipts.
he gonna have firepower tomorrow,
So
Ron.
you gonna say loading up the Glock, or you know what I'm saying, loading up the Draco, whatever you want to call, and letting them go. So yes. But like I said, it's that's our time for today. We look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. I'm going to try. I'm in 2022, Trey. Sorry. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So I'm gonna try to be on. Because tomorrow we have the Army 10 miler here on Fort Polk qualifier. So I should be hopefully done by 9 o'clock. If not, I'll be able to slide in here and there. And I'm listening because I know people. You know, what I'm saying people talk. You know, what I'm saying when you're not around. So I don't want to hear no sideways talk. But when I come on the set, I just want to hear silence and say, "Oh, here was real," or case like that. I give Michigan. Okay, Michigan did. Didn't y'all go to the? They went to the CFP this year, didn't they? Last year, Michigan.
They went to the what?
They was in the CFP this year, wasn't they?
College football? Yeah, I think so.
We never made an appearance in it. I give it.
I'm about to say, have y'all ever been in the college football playoffs? The CFP since its establishment? Oh, okay.
Catch us here every Monday through Friday, 09 to 1100 hours, as we talk about everything. Y'all know when we get into the USC, Oklahoma, Michigan talks, it is lit. It's going on. Yep, embarrassed by Georgia. You know what I'm saying? And Ron, you know what? I can respect that, Ron. Just like I simply said, we have never been. You said y'all got thrashed by Georgia. Bishop lives in this world in which is nothing but rose-colored Oklahoma Sooner glasses, and that's what you know. Saying that doesn't just fare well. But y'all catch us here 09 1100 hours every Monday through Friday. Please go subscribe, like the YouTube, Facebook. The YouTube page, Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So that way y'all can be sure to catch every episode here. I think we're somewhere in 100 episodes recorded since the beginning of the year. Maybe not a little more. I have to count that. So you know, saying time flies when you're having fun. So of course, you get to hear more of our eclectic talk and views and things like that nature as we bring people on. Of course, many more guests in which we look on to get on and continue to elevate. So, Bishop, any last words on this weekend eve?
No, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and we're gonna see y'all tomorrow, man, on Friday. It's Friday Eve.
Be sure to catch any other E2G sports programming on the E2G network, or go to their website to be catching the bevy of bloggers that write, and check that out as well. At this time, that's all we have. High speeds. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. At this time, show attention. Fallout. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Rule 5 Military Fraternity Incorporate represent. We'll holler back at y'all. Y'all have a great Thursday. Peace.